Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Tonight's stream, let's see. We could talk about how close the Snorlax is. Women prefer men with a Pokemon card collection at least 6 slabs tall. There we go. There we go. Let's go ahead and jump over here. I was about to fall asleep. What? You're not allowed to do that. You guys stay up all night. That's what we do. We stay up all night. We party. We open cards, maybe. We're going live for Wednesday night. All right, that's done. We're jumping over here. We're grabbing this. All right, that's all set up. Okay. We got an order tonight. How much store credit can I get for the Naruto box? Please reply in Discord. Oh, all right. Is he in here? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. So... all right, so I made him an offer he can't refuse. Now he wants one Hot Live custom at the end of the stream. And I'm hitting refresh on the website as well. Let's see how the website looks. It says we had a Nicholas Pacheco order. Was that serviced? Ooh, I can't remember. I think we serviced that one. All right. Let me close this. My throat feels all scratchy. Are the emojis back? I see someone using an emoji. Close this. Let's grab this guy over here. Shazam. Tonight we have a new card set. It's the Powerpuff Girls. And it's only here for one booster box, and then it's sold out. It's a Powerpuff Girls event. So tonight is the Powerpuff Girls event. All right, let's see. We're going to delete this. We're going to hit refresh on this. How's this going? Oh my gosh, they make me sign back in. Okay, those are marked received. How's Tag doing? Let's see how Tag's doing. Tag, come on, finish one of my orders. Tag's taking forever, dude. My God, man. It's been over 3 months and I have no tag submissions back. I was sending them so much stuff, so much money. And now the turnaround time is horrible. Let me ask this guy. All right. So, Team Rocket Grunt, one live custom is the first order of the night. We're going to open this. So we got our comments. Did I already pin the website? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Pause this. 6 on PC, that's cheating. What? Damn, the title got me. Let's see. Mr. 6 said, make the Slowpoke a 6 break. The Slowpoke? Which Slowpoke? Check BGS2 for the status. Nah, BGS is real slow. We only just sent the stuff in, so BGS is not going to have a lot of progress on that yet. Their turnaround time is going to take over a month, I'm pretty sure. All right, there we go. We're not expecting anything from BGS at the moment. It's too soon. It's too soon, Mr. Athim. Are tag slabs performing better than CGC? I don't know. I haven't had a CGC return in a while. We're going to have one, but I haven't had a CGC return in a while, and I never had trouble with the CGC either, so they're both good. All right, this is kind of pulled forward on the table. Oh, let's fix this camera, shall we? Turn this on and close it. All right, good. Oh, there's a YouTube update. Yes. Did you guys catch this? Snorlax is suddenly up to 6 out of 10. Ghastly is suddenly up to 4 out of 13. So these are actually moving. They have progress. And here is our beautiful Ancient Origins. So that's the new pack break. Here's our big Charizard break. Here it is. You know, the way it ought to work, the early spots ought to cost $60 and the later spots ought to cost $65. That's how it should work. Because there's this issue where when it's only in the early stages, everyone's waiting until there's like 5 spots left to buy one. They're like, I don't need to buy that right now. I'll buy one when there's 5 spots left. Anytime a break is near the end, it just, boom, it just suddenly goes. You know, so I don't think that would be a good idea to implement, maybe, because it's almost like a punishment, but I don't know, maybe like a discount for people who get in early or something. I'm not sure. Let's see. Zoom. Look at all these beautiful beautiful cards, man. One live custom for Team Rocket Grunt. Okay. You got it. Team Rocket Grunt. Okay, here it is. A 1, 2, 3, and a 4. YouTube and PC did not notify me for the live stream. Oh my gosh. Mega Venusaur, that is a hot live custom. Team Rocket Grunt getting some hot luck right now. Holy. That's why people love the live customs. You don't have to wait for a break to end with those. You just know right away if you got something. All right, where is it? Holy moly. There it is. Whoa. I have a feeling he's probably not going to re-roll this one. I mean, he could if he wants. But since he's not here, we'll go ahead and write his name on it, okay? That's a pretty good start, don't you guys think? Let's put a different slab in there to replace it. How about this Oshawott? He's pretty cool. He's from 2012. He's actually older than the Venusaur by like 5 years. How much older is he? Look, the Venusaur is from 2016. Oshawott's from 2012. He's an older card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't you do an option for a guaranteed slab? Yeah, that'd be like a mystery slab pack. We've tried that before. I think it's an inferior product because it works kind of like this. Okay, hear me out. For that system to work, let's say we got this and this is like let's say it's a $400 chase pull, right? Well, I need to gather up $400 from bad pulls to equal one $400 pull. Well, if everyone's always pulling a slab, how does that work? Well, let's say I got a bunch of $40 slabs in the box. I need to charge you $60 per pack, $60 per slab, so that there's a leftover $20 each time until that adds up to $400. So 40 $60 packs with $40 slabs in them. All right. Or 20, I suppose. Yeah, 20 $60 packs with $40 slabs in them. There we go. The math is right. So you would have to buy a bunch of overpriced slabs that maybe you don't want. They're going to be like PSA 8 this, PSA 9 that. It's going to be trash slabs, basically. We get rid of all that. So you can actually, dollar for dollar, go straight toward the hit. So yes, when you open one of my, one of these, and all it has in it is a common card, it hurts a little more. But we don't require as much capital to reach the hit. We don't require as much capital. 20 times 60, what is that? Like 20 times 60 would be like 1,200 or something, wouldn't it? Hold on, wait a second. I'm kind of stupid. Let me do the calculator. Yeah, 1,200. I said it right. So in other words, I would need you guys to spend about $1,200 of capital to reach one $400 prize. You know what we do? Instead of all that, we just do a $400 prize and 19 cold packs for $20 each and one hot pack. So you guys get to the hit much faster. See, so it's actually a better system. I think other companies don't like it because they're scared that it's too close to gambling. It's too similar to gambling. I think that's the reason they don't all do it. Let's go ahead and say Oshawott. And it's going to say poker. P10. So my system's definitely better, dollar per dollar. And I think other companies are just maybe they're just scared to implement it. You know, maybe they're scared of being scrutinized more heavily or something like that. It depends, you know, because they have a big systematized internet thing going on. I'm just a guy who's hosting little breaks. There's a big difference between us. Mister, I got my PSA grade today revealed. Nice. Oh, no next art. I love that card. I got a 10 on my Pikachu. Nice. You wouldn't have to give away pity pulls if you did it that way, though. Either way, I don't really care. Again, let's do the math. I'm going to show you the math, okay? I want to help you guys understand that we have actually considered this. So there's a specialty card. It's the prize. It's the hit. It's the chase card. It's the reason you're motivated to open it. And let's say he costs $400. And I sell the booster packs, you know, let's say I sell these booster packs at, I don't know what it would have to be, like $50 each. $50 each. Well, I need to earn $400 of profit from these $50 booster packs. How do I go about doing that? Well, there's going to be a whole bunch of junk slabs, and you're going to pay $50 for them, and they're actually worth $30. So we're going to have junk packs, $50 per pack. The real value of the slab is $30, so that there's $20 left over. That's what's going to happen. 20 left over. And then I need 20 of these to sell. 20 must sell at $50 each. So, and then we can just do a simple mathematical equation. What's $50 times 20 packs? So you guys would need to spend $1,000 to equal one $400 hit. So the $400 hit requires you guys to spend $1,000 for slabs you don't even want. It would all be crap. It would be terrible slabs most of the time. I mean, there might, if we're really skilled at it, we might be able to pick out some decent cheap slabs, but these days, not really. Most slabs cost like a lot of money if it's decent. So that's what we could be doing. You guys as a group need to spend $1,000 to get just one $400 chase pull out of a mystery slab pack. How do we do it? We just take a $400 slab and divide it by, well, in the case of the live customs, we just divide it by 25. That's it. We just do 400 divided by 25. So that would be 16 booster packs. 16 packs. Now, is it more painful when you open them? Yes. But you know how much we need for a hit? We only need 400 of your guys' money to equal one $400 hit. That's the difference. Up here, I will have to wait for you guys to spend $1,000 to hand out one hit. Down here, you guys spend $400 and a $400 hit comes out immediately. Meaning we get to hand out 2.5 hits in the same time you guys will parse through a bunch of junk packs with terrible slabs in them. And that's why our math is much better. Now, what we do with our packs is we put raw cards inside. Like this is, oh, that's the actual chase. So you get like a raw card, and you probably don't love that. But at least you didn't have to spend $60 or $50 buying some stupid $30 slab you didn't want in the first place that now you have to get rid of. You see? So our system actually is better, dollar per dollar. Maybe it doesn't feel that way, but it really is that way. That requires math. We could do mystery slab packs. It's very possible. We've done it before. I've hosted that kind of box before. I guess the lower entry point helps too. You got the point. Yeah. Wait time on CGC is a long time. I got a 10 on my Pikachu. What if the hits get pulled quickly? Well, then the box would be more cold. So that can... Oh, by the way, let's put this guy up here. Yeah, the box can be more more cold or more hot. That's possible. If you ever feel the box is too hot, just don't buy them. But then you can buy these if you wish up on the table. What's cool about What's cool about these breaks right here is they always have the exact hotness all the time. So in a break, you're not just buying into somebody's leftover cold box. Your odds are 1 in 13, and everyone's going to have a 1 in 13 odd. So you're right to think that maybe the live custom box can get hot or it can get cold, whether somebody's had too much luck or too little luck. But in these breaks, like the Pack Split or the Snorlax or the Ghastly, it's a set amount. Nobody has better luck than anyone else. That's another reason why they're so good. They're so transparent, too. You know your exact odds. All that's really nice. Those mystery packs, you don't always understand your odds. They advertise some Charizard that you're never going to pull, and then you spend tons and tons and tons of money never pulling it. And then a machine decides, okay, they've spent enough money, go ahead and give somebody the Charizard. So that's what they're doing with their software, I promise. All right. Now, what do we got? See, the software is going to decide when enough money's been handed in to hand out a prize. Why would you want to buy that? It's like a slot machine at the casino. Over here, these are hand-stuffed by me, shuffled right in front of your eyes. You know your exact odds. There's no extra junk slabs that I have to work into the cost of the break. Yeah, so it's very efficient. Here's Mr. Athim, 2 of the Magic, the Gathering, Spider-Mans. All right, two Spider-Mans. You got it, man. Most streamers are POS and not investing in helping their audience. I wish to try it, but I live in South Korea. Will it still be able to get shipped? Yeah, absolutely. We shipped to South Korea multiple times. We have a buyer from South Korea right now, actually. It is. Although lately, he comes to America sometimes, and he likes to have it shipped to America as well. But we ship all over the world, and I've shipped to South Korea multiple times. I've been doing international shipping for 7 years. 7 long years. I've shipped to Hong Kong. I've shipped to Singapore. I've shipped to mainland China. I've shipped to Japan. I've shipped to all those places. Here's Spider Islanders. Spider-Man No More. Spider-Man Web Slinger. That's a nice looking one. Common Crook. That would be me. Eerie Gravestone. I don't have any superpowers. Craven Proud Predator. Morbius, the Living Vampire. Hobgoblin, Mantled Marauder. That's kind of cool. Yay, Mr. Cough. Here's Madame Island. Spider-Man Peter Parker. That one's nice, too. Iron Spider Stark Upgrade. Oscorp Industries. Leyline Binding. Wow, that's so cool. And Scarlet Spider Ben Riley. All right, there you have it. Dang, you got magic, too. We have a pretty broad variety of cards to open. People come here to have fun. They trust the product. I get good product. And, yep, we just have a lot of fun. Here we are. Spider-Man. Mr. Musabot, you might be interested to know, I've been hosting this exact stream for 7 long years now. We've been hosting this stream for 7 years. Here we are. Now, here's Spider Islanders. Spider-Man No More. Spider-Man Webslinger again. Common Crook again. This is looking pretty. Amateur Hero. Prowler Clawed Thief. MJ Rising Booty Cheeks. Sandman's Quicksand. Green Goblin. Plains. Mary Jane. Superior Spider-Man. The Rent is Due. Now that's a scary card. Here's Hex. And Sandman Shifting Scoundrel. All right. No huge luck on this round. I recently started collection. Been a month. You just started, huh? That's fun. My portfolio not that fancy, but around 4,000 USD. You know, you got to get that up because all the girls want to know how good your card collection is these days. They go, do you got a Charizard? The Rent is Due. Yeah, that's right. The Rent is Due. Scary. Okay. Here's this. Do you do CGC economy or bulk? Whichever one's the cheaper, slower one. I always just, if you guys didn't know this about me, the way I grade cards, I always just go with the slowest method. Why would anyone ever pay more money for a faster grade? Unless you were trying to flip like the latest set. But I guess I just don't grade cards that way. For me, it's always about the cheapest method. Mr. Them. Because you'll get it back eventually. Here's one reason you want faster grading. You only want it if you think the price of the card's going down, not going up. Now it makes sense. But see, I believe they're all going up. So I just go with the slower shipping because who cares? By the time it comes back, it'll be more expensive anyways. But there's card sets where maybe that's not always true. 40 years old is unk age. Nuh-uh, that's young. Was watching the Portugal game. Ronaldo is washed up. You saying Ronaldo's getting a little old? We are. Unk age. Carlos Chaveras, 4 of the Pokey Shuffles. These are our exciting Pokey Shuffles. They cost $5 each. And you're hoping to pull a slab out of there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I almost exclusively never pay for fast grading. I've done it that way for 7 years. Probably saved thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. All my slabs have sold. It's a good method. Overpaying for grading is for people who have low patience. Which is all right. I mean, it's just kind of how the world works. The companies know that, you know, if they can get you to give in to their slow turnaround times, they're going to make extra money. Here's Superior. I'll just be like, I'm fine. I'll wait forever if I have to. Here's SpongeBob. And here's Pikachu. Damn, dude, so cold. Yeah, sometimes cold. Joseph Smith, 4 of the other shuffles. How about that SpongeBob there, huh? He's pretty expensive. A 1, 2, 3. A 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We always do 3 to the back. There you go. You know why I implemented that rule, 3 to the back? There's multiple reasons. One of the first reasons is because I had a theory that cards that had ink on them kind of stick to each other. And so I didn't want that to affect how I randomly pulled cards out of the box. Because if you're picking them up and the card with the ink is sticking, you don't want that to affect how the deck gets split. The other reason is for you guys, because, you know, when I pick up a random amount and then 3 goes to the back, that makes it even harder to choose what card is coming up next. So it's kind of like a miniature shuffle. That was why I invented that. So I don't know what card is coming next at all. All right, let's see. Here we have an order from Mark Kaplan is back, and he's going deep on 2 Ascended Heroes, 2 Japanese Heatwave Arenas. I'm a big fan of the Heatwave set. I think it's actually really good. I just did a restock on it. There it is. And then you want 2 Ascended. We're low on Ascended, actually. And it's got me wondering, is it time to... Will it be time to raise prices eventually? Because the person I just stocked these with is out. The voice for Lilo and Stitch died. Yeah, she died from meningitis. I don't even know what meningitis is. Does anyone know what that is? It's pretty sad. She had like a blood infection and meningitis. That's really sad. Oliver Tree was only 33 years old. That's pretty tragic too. He wasn't that old. I saw that helicopter crash. I saw the body parts. I saw that on X. Terrible. We are. The fact that the helicopter fell on electric cars and they all set on fire is probably part of the issue for why everyone died. But I don't know. The pilot that didn't fall on the cars, he died too. So it's just maybe not that common to survive helicopter crashes. Maybe they should redesign helicopters, right? Like why can't they design a helicopter that bounces when it hits the ground, or you know what I mean? There's probably some physical limitation, but it's got to be possible to do something. Here's Pincushion. I mean, when I looked at it, what I saw was crumpled, destroyed metal. And, you know, that's how you're going to die in a helicopter crash. You think that they would have some, like, countermeasure at least. Almost seems like they don't countermeasure for it at all. There it is. Mark Kaplan, 4 packs total. Thank you, Mr. Mark. 1 Pincushion popping out. Pincushion? All right. Very good. Popping this over here. Very nice. Please, bro, give Slowpoke Slabs, bro. Please, bro. I don't know if I have any. Here's the Don Lucci card. There's Lucario for 100. Here's the trade Pikachu. If you guys want to trade some junk in for Pikachu, let me know. I'll go grab some junk from your bag. All right. We do have an order. It's Wednesday night. Inflammation of the meninges, protective membrane surrounding your brain and spinal cord, most commonly results from viral or bacteria infection, though fungi and parasites can also be causes. Wow. Crazy. All right. 2 more Spudamans. The Spudamans are selling very fast, and we are on our last box of them. Let's go take a look at a Spudaman restock. Wow, that is a long title. All right, how are these doing? Because these are selling well, and if we can restock them, we should do that. All right, it looks like their price hasn't even changed, so this is just a good product. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy a box of these. All right, so that we don't have to take it off the menu. You're not the only one buying them. There's other people buying the same product. All right, let me grab this. We're doing a restock on Spider-Man. We're on our last box of Spider-Man. Popular set, just like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was popular. What is this? This is like stuck. Why is this stuck? Oh, there it goes. I had to like refresh the page. All right. Very slow. Okay. Place order. Man, that's a lot of taxes. Divided by 12. Actually, it does recommend changing the price to 44 after taxes. But let's go grab these real fast. All right, Mr. Hathim. Looking good. 2 Spider-Mans. It's hot in this room, man. My shoulders are burning a little bit. You know, I went swimming today in the sun. I got lots of sunlight today. I was so tired of the daytime stream. I was like completely out of energy because I squeezed in that swim session. Thwip! Look at that. I squeezed it in before it's time to go live for the daytime. Kapow! Symbiote Spawn. Spider-Girl Legacy Hero. Whoa. Flying Octobot. Alien Symbiosis. Prison Break. Forest. Black Cat. Kraven's Last Hunt. We got Grasping Tentacles. And then Ponder. That's looking like a hit to me. I don't know about you, but... No, not the rent is due. Have you paid the rent? Get this landlord out of here. I watched more episodes of the TV show Squatter. It's such an addictive show. I'm trying to pace myself so I don't run through it too quickly. Gordy break for 6. Let's get the most expensive Gordy card, and then everyone can donate toward it until it's paid off, and then we can just give the card to 6. Mob Lookout, Spider-Man, City Pigeon, Venom Evil Unleashed. Uh-oh. Sinistro Hideout, Damage Control Crew. That's really funny. Daily Bugle, Spider UK. Oi, bruv. I'll take them trainers. Here's Spider Slayer. Here's Swamp. I'm British. Here's Eddie Brock. Whoa! That one's a cool one. And Hunter Insight and Mr. Negative. A lot going on with these cards. Mr. Negative, Rent is Due, Spider UK. All right. 95 female all this week for me. Here we are. Hunter Insight. New season regular show is 8 out of 10. Mr. Negative. He's real sassy. Is Blue Sky Stream Korean still available? Yep. Yep. That was a good hold for me over time. Good product. Venom. Evil Unleashed. Good. Hey, take a second to smash the like button for me, guys, if you will. Take a second to smash the like button. Who got a ping? Did anyone got a ping from YouTube's? Oh, this box is full now. Okay. Well, what do we have here? We have Hunter Tipton. We're going to move Hunter Tipton to the lower box. And Hathim shall be in the upper box, the upper echelons. I did. Is Blue Sky Stream phone ping? Yes. Good. All right. So here are all these. Okay. Any big new sets coming out soon that I should be aware of? What are you guys interested in? I put in an order for the new Weiss Sneaker Bunko GA. Not Sneaker Bunko, GA Bunko. That's what it's called. By the way, we have these guys right here for gym breaks. Aha. Ooh. Lovely. Some gym breaks. Now, what else is going on? The Naruto box break ended. What was I thinking about? I was thinking about something. Only a Discord ping for me. Good old Discord, huh? Mahi must have caught the hammer. No. I teased him a lot, and then he quit. He's like, you're a bad man. He called me a bad man. 6 says she'll take 6 of the Gem 5s. All right, 6 of the Gem 5s. Now, you guys know this set right here has the new Captain Pikachu in it. You got to give that a try. Captain Pikachu. All right. Captain Poopy Chew. Snip of this. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, I went swimming. It was freezing cold. I thought it was going to be hot water. It wasn't even warm. It was icy cold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. There we go. Tossing this in here. All right, we got a giveaway coin tonight. This copper coin's going off tonight. If we can hit the views and the likes. How about the views or the likes? 40 likes. I don't know what the views should be, actually. You know, this new app does not tell me the peak views. So that's all kind of screwed up. The YouTube app is so useful. It's just too bad that the YouTube app decided it would block all incoming music. Like, isn't that BS? That's pretty bad BS. Here goes Miss 6. Sevillage. The cat. The dog. That's me. Everyone knows it's Butters. That's me. Here's a cold one. Here's a cold one. Here's a cold one. You got one doggy. Ruff, ruff, ruff. He's gonna trip you. Look out. No more tripping on doggies for you, 6. That's too much. There we go. By the way, how's your foot feeling? Your foot feeling good? Are you walking yet? You walking around? I'm walking here. Have you trimmed your toe hairs lately? Let's see. Tossing this back over here. Tossing that over here. What do we got here? We got Rodondees. We got Tyro. We got Doug Trio. Ninetales 10. Rayquaza. Little Shaman. And a nice Umbreon, but that's a, this one's a consignment card. Okay, we'll get that to the back real fast. That's a 7. We need a 10. What's this side? Have no 10s? So it's the poor side of the table. Here's a 10. Good. It's treason then. Alright, guys. We're taking a picture for the 10s channel. Let's go into the channel and go to the All Slabs New and take a cute little picture. You know, we take these pictures and I don't really feel like Too many slabs have sold out of the Discord lately. Almost seems like I don't even need to take the pictures. Oops, this is in the way. Where can I put this? I'm gonna put this back over here real fast. Now this is R and T. Nine-tailed Shaman needs to go. So the R actually goes in here. And this goes in here. And this goes in here. And one tails goes in here. There we go. All right. Clearing up some room. Here's a Them 5 of the Ascended. All right. You're going to make me have to open up a new case of Ascended. Ready? Let's get it. People really just want one thing, and it's disgusting. Ascended Heroes. Okay, Ascended Heroes has been the top seller ever since it launched. It's just not slowing down from what I can tell. People are after all the good cards in the set. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Tossing this. Foot's finally all good. That's me. I'm walking. I can draft now. I'm walking here. There it is. There we go. Good. You take walking for granted until your doggy trips and breaks your foot. Then you're like, oh man, I miss walking. At them with 5 packs. Here it is. Oh yeah. Place that there. Let me look at this real fast. I'm very curious. Let's see. All right. Cool, bro. Cool story. Let's go ahead and snip these. I can't fit in a shoe still. Yeah, I have that problem too, but the reason I don't fit in the shoes is because my feet are so wide. Like, they're like a hand. The toes can do this, you know? You don't want feet like that. It's terrible. Crazy having them monkey toes. They're like... All right. Tossing this. What's up? Hey, what's up, Mr. CSman? Here's ta-da, Ponyard and Tay. And Salazzle, Mimikyu. And Black Belt Training. Not to be confused with a white belt. Here's Golduck. Zam. And... okay. Well, you got a Rayquaza? That's pretty good. A little gummy Rayquaza. Any new slabs for today? Probably. Yeah, probably some new slabs. Just throw that away. We're actually pretty low now. All right. Hathim. I priced up many of the ones that came back. I didn't price up the Sealed Off ones. I don't know if those will end up being for sale. I don't know. Because I may wish to regrade the 9s to try for another 10. Maybe with a different company. And then there's only 110 of the Sealed Offs. And I might just keep it. You know? It's a special thing. Here's Miss 6, who also wants 6 more of these. Hand over the Slowpokes. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these. Ta-da. We need to get a round of 9s off the table. We're pretty close already. Snip a little bit of those. What do we got? We got Timber. All right. He's basically just a worse version of Machop. Okay, cool. Here's Milcery. Now see, Milcery is good because it's an actual unique Pokemon. We never had a blob of Jizz before as a Pokemon. Here's, oops. I called one. And here's Magneton. And here's Captain Pikachu stamp. You did it, 6. That's a hit. All right. Felt like to me like we had to open an awful lot of those to get one Captain Pikachu stamp. Don't you guys think? How many of these packs did we open before we got one stamped Pikachu? That's pretty good, Miss Six. All right. Now you got a ton of those Chinese hollows. We haven't gotten the Chase Pikachu, though. I'll point that out. The Chase Pikachu is an AR, right? So we haven't gotten that AR. Okay. Here's the Scrupulous Squidward. His many scruples. I'm just trying to do my best. And I'm doing just fine. Did we not upload this? All right, let's see. 9's and lower. All right, we'll take a picture of this. Supermodels say the same thing. They say, you know, they're really after a man with a good card collection. You know what they say these days? They say 6 feet tall, 6 inches, 6-figure Pokemon card collection. Ooh, I should change the title to that. That's even funnier. Wait, I'm changing the title. 6 feet tall, 6 inches, 6-figure Pokemon card collection. All right, there we go. God, that's so immature. All right, you like that? I think it's a bit of fun. 6 feet tall. Oops. You have to be at least 6 feet tall, 6 inches, and 6-figure income. You guys heard that? That's one of those uncompromisable requirements from some girls. They don't want to mess with you if you're a broke Pokemon card collector. I had to refresh my page so I could see it. You like it? All right. There we go. Grab these. Take them off the table. Filling up that 9s box, man. We got a lot of 9s. A lot of 9s. Cody been moving along. Mister, I got a new job. Hey, that's great news, man. I'm glad to hear that. You are? We like it when people get good paying jobs or move up in life or whatever it is, whatever your next part of your life is. We actively encourage people to self-motivate and get to work. And, oops. There we are. All right, you know what? I gotta motivate if I can. If I can help you guys stay motivated at all, I gotta do that, because how else are you gonna come back and buy Pokies? All right, so there we are. 9 is the new 10. Oh, yeah? Hathim says the last 5 ascended. Oh, let me make sure it's actually your turn. It's actually Chenseg Vong's turn, and he says 1 prismatic. Mr. Chenseg Vong, 1 prismatic. All right. Ooh, some loud thunder there. 2 a.m. thunder. What could be better, guys? 2 a.m. thunder. Okay, we got Miltank. Setting that there. Ooh. The new star card is the Gengar Lightning Break. This one right here. Take a quick look, guys. He's 6 out of 10 already. Jump on in there. I had another website order with Ascended. Yeah, we got to make sure. Excuse me. We got to make sure we go in order. So Chenseg Vong has the oldest order right now. Here it is. All right, there's your prismatic. You got a little Miltank. There you go. Good. And Tyler Ferber, who wants a spot in the trade slabs. Remember, you can just trade cards you don't want out of your bag to get into this Pikachu. I'm open-minded to all kinds of trades. feel free to reach out. It's not a very expensive Pikachu, but neither are the cards coming out of your bag. So that's kind of how it works. Kind of like a trade. Your junk for my junk. Let me throw this away. Except my junk's graded. All right, now back over here. Come on now. There goes. All right. Now, Mr. Mark's order is 3 heat waves and 3 ascended heroes. You got it. 3 heat waves. One, two, three. 3 heat waves, 3 ascended heroes. I'm all out of ascended, so let me go get some more. And honestly, it's going to be time to start repricing ascended. Here we are. My concern is that I'm not going to be able to restock them anymore. And I actually don't have a big back stock of these at all. I'm the lead. I'll take 1 Slowpoke when you handed out the pity slab for worst scorecard. I think it's like at 26, and it's not a pity slab, it's a final battle. That's what it is. So it's not an automatic win. It's a final battle between the person with the high score and the person with the lowest score. And I believe what they should receive is the deck of cards. The deck of cards that was used to play the game. All right, so toss this away. Mr. Mark. Damn, that's a lot of money, Mr. Thin. That's pretty good. All right. Good deal, man. Let's see what we got here, guys. I don't want to battle Surge. You're going to have to, I'm afraid. It's the person with the worst score and the person with the best score. There we go. Do I have to order to trade my junk cards? You want to trade your junk cards? Nope, you just tell me the name of your bag and I'll try to work a deal out between us. There you go. Bag name John Geraldo, maybe? He's going to kick my butt. It's really just a 50-50 chance. Cold. You might win, he might win. Just 50-50. Here's Mischievous, looking good. Congrats on the new job. All right. All right, now here's Honchcrow. And here's Psyduck. Nice. I actually think the Psyduck's a really cool card. There he goes. He's a butt kicker. What? There you are. There you go, Mr. Mark. All right. Ooh. I'm going to grab your bag, Mark. Why is your name so far down the bag now? It's so funny the way that works. Wrapping around. Must have been where I drew it. All right. Ooh, you got some hollows, for example, Mark. Anyone with hollows or EX cards or really virtually anything you don't want in your bag. So John Paul says John Paul Geraldo. Let's go looking for it, okay? Anyone who wants to trade cards out of their bag for the trade slab, I'll help you do it. Ooh. The bags are sticking. Hold on. Gotta make sure that box doesn't tilt over. If you think about it, I've moved these boxes so many thousands of times, and I've never dropped one. Let's keep it that way. All right, we have a John Paul bag here. Mr. John, you've got Korean cards. And that's what you got. So, unfortunately with the Korean cards, I would not pay $5 for these usually. I would pay $5 for the entire stack. So we're talking all of these. That includes both ARs. And that would go into the trade break. So if you wish to keep these, this little pile here is just not going to be enough, okay? Korean cards definitely trade at a lower amount because they're really, 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 really cheap. So for me to give up $5 on them, you know what I'm saying? Okay, place this back over here. Now, so you think about that. We're jumping back over to Mr. Thim. He needs 5 of the Ascendants. Why is this sticking out so far? There it goes. All right. Okay. Place your bets. What do you think Thim's going to pull here, guys? Charizard, Dragonite, Gengar. Place your bets right now. This. And here's this. Okay. Good. The trade slab is about to go off. It's $5 to buy directly into it, if anyone wants to buy directly into it. We ought to do a donation slab that gets given away. What do you guys think? Step in this. All right. Good. Probably a God pack. Oh, yeah. Now we got those 3. Hold on. 2 more. To me. All right. This is the night. Oh, the beautiful night. Ready? Buddy, buddy, poppin'. What's a buddy, buddy, poppin'? That sounds like a Eiffel Tower situation. Here's Azumarill. Can I trade my Jinbi leader for 2 spots? It's a $10 card. A Jinbi leader. Maybe. Let's grab this. And... oh, I love this Mawile. So cute. All right. And... oh, you do get a pull. Look at you, man. You're pulling the secret rare Mega Deontay. I forget she's in this set. All right. Look at you, Mr. Thim. Pulling the stuff. I knew it. That's the God Pack. You got it, Thim. You got the God Pack. All right. Very nice. Mawile Mega Deontay. You're rich. You're stinky filthy. You're filthy, stinking rich. Poffin's a nice cookie. I'll tell you who's got a nice cookie. Someone. Lucas Lange, I think. Is it Lucas? I don't think I've gone looking for your bag in a long time. When am I going to run into a Lucas? Here's an Eric. Ta-da! So, Lucas, you got some hollows here. And you got some hollows here. You know, Sarah used to just give me whole piles of those hollows. That's the Jinbei in question? All right. All right. Jinbei, huh? And here's this gentleman as well. Nice, $75. The only thing I have to say is I really don't understand One Piece very well, so Not very good with it. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So I'll accept the trade, and we'll toss you into the Poopachu. Jinbei. Grabbing all these. And put your stuff back in your bag. Popping this over here. So notice what he did with his round. He just kind of took, instead of all his junk cards, he just kind of took a card he didn't want and traded it in for 10 bucks. Where do I put all these? I gotta put these somewhere. Let's put these in a bag. All right. And I'll just grab this Jinbei and toss it in with these. So I'll probably lose that card and run into him one day and be like, what the hell do I do with this card? Lucas is finishing off the Poopachu. Okay. I don't think I need to write your full name. You know you're Lucas. Boop. And there it is. The trade break's going off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 people in here. You know, what if we had the next trade break actually be a really big slab? Would that be cool? That'd be neat, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 people. And now we just shuffle the names. That's it. We do like a really big, expensive card. What do you guys think? Yes, do it. We always do like these junky PSA 9s. What if we did like a straight up 10 or something? How about that Venomoth right there? Okay. All right, give me a number. Ooh. Do you have any Plasma Gale slabs for sale? No. Do you have any of the good ones? I'm not looking for any of the bad ones. No, I'm afraid I don't have anything like that right now. One time I traded in my Plasma Deoxys Full Art. That was stupid of me. I sold that 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything I sold was basically a big mistake. Lucas Launch. Look at you, Mr. Lucas. Easiest trade up. All right, he had 2 spots in there, and he took the Pikachu. Lucas Lodge is going, yes, I did it. All right, let's head over here to the Breaks History channel. We're going to say Pikachu trade went to Lucas Lodge around 58 minutes. There goes. Tossing this. Tossing this. Now, I teased the idea of a pricey slab becoming the next trade break. Pikachu's kind of cool. Could be this Trico. I got 2 of them after all. Where'd those Pokeballs go? Did I take a picture of those already? Look at that. That Slowpoke's nice. He's foing. Could be a gram of gold. That'd be neat. Eevee's pretty cute. Come on, man. That part of the table never works, does it? Oh, that's cool as well. Oh my god, dude. I'm about to crash out. What do you guys think of these options here? 400, 400, 300. Do any of these look good?
Yeah, I'll take the Venomoth, please.
And Rocket Ball, too. What do you think? Do the Slowpoke. Could do the Slowpoke. What is that $200 Snorlax in the first pile? So he's actually a special error Snorlax. Here he is. PSA encapsulated him. They didn't call it fake or altered or anything like that. Sadly, they didn't mention the crimping, so I guess they just treated it like like I guess a manufacturing error or something. But yeah, that's an error Snorlax, and PSA authenticated it as real. So there you have it. $200 on this guy. He is Pokemon 151 Elite Trainer Box Snorlax. Pretty cool, right? Six is tempted to have this Slowpoke be the trade break. What do you guys think of that? So we were mentioning an expensive trade break. Tell me right now, audience, what do you want the trade break to be? All right, there we are. Take all my cards. Slowpoke. So 6-1 Slowpoke. What else? What do you guys want? Has anyone told you about the new Chinese Pokemon set with the $800 Sylveon? If not, it's called Terrestrial Grand Gathering. Wait, let me just buy the Slowpoke. I don't know, 6. I think he's just buying the Slowpoke. 6, I think the Slowpoke's out of the running. I think he's sending in for it. Has anyone told you about the new Chinese Pokemon set? This one crazy guy named Starscream told me. He is crazy. Hey, where's my drink? I need my drink, man. I'm thirsty. Let me find my drink real fast. I think it's behind the computer. Computer. Oh, here it is. Oh, hi, Mark. I got me my crazy drink. 6 feet tall, 6 inches, and 6-figure Pokemon card collection. Damn, Mr. Stompin'. There we are. I kind of got to, like, climb over everything. All right. Is CS Min actually buying this? Let's see. Who's this? I'll mark this unread. Let's see. There we go. Beside Cell and Steel cheese. I eat cheese. All right, so nobody's talking. Nobody's saying if they want one break over the other. CS Man, I gotta know, are you taking this super rare Slowpoke Quest sticker card? Pop 4 Cardos. Cardos, by the way, is Bandai Namco. Let me know if you're taking it. If you're not, I might as well make it the next trade break. Here you are. Digital artist Trico, gotcha. Yeah, I just sent money. All right, so that one's gone. Mr. CS Man. That's a cool card. Such a pity it didn't grade 10. Let me tell you something. If this graded 10, I'd have sold them for like 1.5 thousand. All right. So that's out of the running now for the next trade break. What do you guys want these trade breaks to be? Machamp, Venomoth, this lovely Trico for 300, or the Rocket Ball for a whopping 850. Bye-bye, Slowpoke. Why is it like tilted in the slab? It's not a problem. Basically, PSA has encapsulated this with like, think of it, it's like in a gigantic penny sleeve. And if you knock it around enough, it'll actually slide around. So you can get it to slide around until you got it to look just the way you like it to look. They do this with some cards. It's pretty normal. Yeah, he's suspended in a penny sleeve. We do the same thing with Cardconomist grading if you grade a poker card. Trico, all right. Oh, picture, please. You got it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see. I am the genie of the table. Your wish is my command. Shazam! Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Zoom in. Zoom in. Click. All right. So we zoomed that one. Good. Now, they said they want the Trico. I don't blame you guys. He's a nice card. He's $300. Normally the trade's just $5. Well, let's see what 300 divided by 5 is. 60? Let's just go for it. So here's a really weird trade slab. 1 in 60. Once again, you can just trade in stuff you don't want from your bag. Do $10. Are you doing 305 on the calculator? Am I doing what? Yeah, we could do that, or we could do 10. What do you guys think? I want to trade. How many spots can I get? Let's say trade. Basically, we're looking for $5 of whatever it is you're turning in terms of raw cards. So that could be $5 worth of, you know, hollows, EXs, hits that you're not a big fan of, whatever it is, some combination. But since it's a whopping 60 spots, you should have plenty of time to work that out, okay? Can I trade my whole bag for one Trico spot? Mr. Lange, let's see. Where'd your bag just go? Oh, Lucas Lange. This whole bag for a spot, $5. Ethan's Ho-Oh, some SRs. I'd probably do that. I think it's pretty borderline. Here we are. I'll set this over here. And then this will end up going into some kind of baggie like this one. Bazoinks. One day I'll probably turn that bag into something. I don't know. So today you traded in your bag, and now you got this. I'm going to trade. All right. Lucas Lounge. So you're going to take the very first spot in that Trico. Now 6. 160 spots. All right, 6. So you got a lot of hollows. And we could do chunks of hollows for $5. So a little bit of English in the front, but then a bunch of this is Japanese. I'm sorry, Chinese. So you got a bunch of the Chinese cards from the gem packs. All right. And keep in mind that the Chinese ones are pretty much bulk, right? Every pack you basically get these hollows over and over. So I could probably do $5 for stack number 1, $5 for stack number 2. So that's $10 for those hollows. I'll snip this one away too because there it is. All right, now this on the other hand, see that's a stamped card. We treat the stamped cards like they're actually a little bit valuable. You can look up online what they're worth if you want when negotiating with these. Because I honestly don't know myself what they're worth. Where does the Trico come from? He's like a platinum era common card, and he comes from a Giratina half deck. That's why it's called Giratina First Edition. I don't even think you can buy those anymore. They're too rare. So what we want to really do is understand what do you have that's a hit and what do you have that's just a hollow. Sorry if there's people in the queue. We got to hurry this up because there might be people waiting for their turn in the queue. Stamps are treated like rares. Okay. There's, ooh, this cute guy. Too bad about that Doug Trio, huh? All right. The Powerpuff Girl. I forgot to advertise this. So we have these new Powerpuff Girl packs for $12 a pack. They're vintage from the year 2000. They're like super cool. We sold out of almost half the box in the daytime stream. People were just nailing it over and over again. Okay. You did real well with this. Not bad with this either. Togi Kiss. Okay, here's Sable. All right, all right. I don't care about stamp. I just like AR and Captain Pikachu. Well, that's good because that means you can actually use the stamps as trading fodder. The question is, what do they go for? So we just need to know what they go for. All right. Big pile of that and a big pile of that. Now, if you remove these from their sleeves, this is an even smaller pile than it looks like. So this would be another round of 5 right there. So we're talking 15 right there. That's for just hollows, right? And you've got these cute little stamp cards. Now you say you don't want them, but I think they're kind of half decent. So just keep that in mind. I guess they cost, you know, it might be a while before PSA is open to actually grading them. But you might miss them if you give them away. Now, you got to keep the Pikachu stamp. He's actually pretty decent. Probably you don't want the Stunfist stamp. Here's a little Cubone. You probably want the Cubone. All right. So there you go. So you got some of these stamps. All right, I counted 18 there. Yes, keep the Pikachu. All right, so I'm willing to do 3 spots for all these hollows. Are you okay with that? That's me buying back hollows for $15. I suspect she might say yes, so I'm going to start bagging these. She says yes. Okay, so that's a deal. All right. Good. We'll grab this. Good. So you just sold all these pretty much bulk hollows for $15 without any eBay fees, without any shipping fees, really without having to do much effort at all. That's kind of cool, isn't it? And you're going into a Trico break that's actually pretty serious. He's a PSA 10. He's a vintage card, and he's really cool. Okay. I have too many. Yeah, exactly. That's how a lot of people are going to feel as, you know, thousands of cases of that are opened over time. There's just going to be endless amounts of that bulk. I will be able to do things with it like maybe I'll pick some out to grade and they'll just be cheap slabs. And some of it will just go into like the junk packs perhaps, which those actually do sell. The junk packs do. So how are we feeling about this little pile right here? Does anyone know what these are like worth? These stamp cards? Like, I can't imagine these are worth very much. Some of them are worth a bit. Some of them probably not as much. You could take the V's. Here are the V's. Yeah, I don't even want the V's. That's how crazy it is. You can take the shinies. You're talking about these right here. And the Pikachu's serious business. He's actually valuable. There's a V. Yeah, the Pikachu is serious business. We'll have to look his value up independently because he's no joke. All right, let me have a look at him. He's quite off center. Where are the stamps from Gem 5? I think they're in that pile right there. So I tell you what, why don't we try just scanning one of these? So the Pikachu I'm seeing is for about $10. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, I can buy one of these Chinese Pikachus right here for like $10. All right, so he's worth about $2. And then these really vary probably. Like here's a little Espeon. Sprigatito might be worth slightly more. Sarah Ledge probably not worth as much. So they probably vary greatly. Let me scan the Vibrava. He's pretty new, right? Sorry, guys. I know this trade deal is taking a little while. Feel free to send in orders, okay? Okay, let's just see what this shows me. Vibrava. Pretty cheap. Let's see. It's like $2. Ooh, that scares me. This pile kind of scares me then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So you got like 22 items in this pile. And honestly, I don't think these are worth very much. Because even in English, these are worth like 50 cents maybe. But these might be worth over $1, these stamp cards. So I'm gonna hold off on the Pikachu and these other stamp cards for a minute. So we can kind of spend more time thinking about what you want for them. We are. If you want to make an offer on them, you can do that. But let's go ahead and put in these with hollows that you already traded in. And we know that you've got more that you can trade in. So you think over what you would accept for those. And then let me grab this, okay? I'll keep them if it's too much trouble. Yeah, we don't have to figure it all out at once. We can actually figure it out over time. Make it simple. All right. Oh, I'm writing 6 down on this. Now I need to write down trade. There you go. All right. So there's Trico, the new trade card, and he's up to 4. 4. Let's check the queue. Ooh, I got all these hollows in the way now. Oh my gosh, there's 7 orders waiting. PDX, can I get 4 gem packs? Please and thank you. I'm in the yellow box. All right, you got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You're in the yellow box. There we go, Mr. PDX. Hope today's going well for you. We got the Milky. We got the Sedatan or something like that. Oh, I didn't know there was a Latios in there. That's cool. I think that's the first time we've pulled Latios. And the Crocodile. There you have it. That was for PDX. PDX, were you watching? I hope you didn't miss it. We got kind of lost in the sauce there with the Trico trade. All right. We'll pop this back over here. Is there a charge to end consignment cards? No, not at all. You can just tell me that you want to take them back. Here's Miss 6-1 Ascended Heroes. All right, this will be the Ascended Heroes Snipe. Oh, yeah. Snipping that. Good. Silcoon and Mega Frostlass. Whoa. Thanks, Mr. Only Cold Ones. You got 1 Mega Frostlass. I like how easy your bag is now. Isn't that funny? The hollows really plug the table up. A lot of people have hollows that they could get rid of. Joseph Smith says 2 other shuffles. You got it. Joseph Smith, it is your turn. What's up, Mr. Joseph? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right, what are we getting? Oh, a Galaxy W. Very nice. A Galaxy. I don't know what that's going to be. I don't remember putting one in the box that says that. Ugh. I don't know if you guys were aware of this, but look how many slabs are actually in the other shuffle. Like, it's huge. There's tons of slabs in here. So that's the other shuffle. It basically just does not contain Pokemon. Number 49, a Galaxy T10. Oh my god, that is so cool. He just got Tag 10, a Galaxy Within Grasp, Darth Vader Refractor. Now, you're allowed to re-roll this if you don't want it. So if you're not like a Star Wars fan or whatever. Get some dust off of here. All right, looking a little better there. How about that? Is he here? Is he watching? Ooh. Ah, wouldn't you guys like to have pulled that? So, lots of cards like that in that other shuffle. Ooh. I don't see him here. He might not have been here to respond. We're just going to write his name down and get to the next one. All right. Yeah, he pulled a big card out of there. Most of the cards that went in there were big cards. Like, that one was 100. I'll keep that, John. Let me have a snip. Wait, Tonka Tootsie, aren't you Joseph Smith? I'm getting the names confused. He pulled that for 10 bucks, by the way. Miss Six says, get me in the Snorlax. Yes, the Snorlax almost done. Did you know that? The Snorlax, guys. This guy right here. He's also the star receiver. Meaning anytime a star spot is pulled, it's going to go to him. There it goes. It's him. That's Joseph. He was right there. So that's 7 out of 10. We need 3 people in the Snorlax. Mr. Thim, 5 of the Gem 5s. Gem 5 doing very well. We've almost sold through a whole case of it already. All right. If you're watching this show and you're new, try placing a first-time order. I'd love to meet some new guys. There we go. How's it hanging, mister? Hey, what's up, the collector? All right. We'll bring this back. Oh, my butt. So much sitting for this job. All right, you ready? Snipping that. Good. We have 4 out of 60 people in this Trico break. It's pretty unique, isn't it? It's a strange break. It's only $5 to buy directly in, by the way. Oh, very nice. That's for you at them. Ugh. All right. Good. What do we have next? Mr. CS Man, he wants the Slowpoke, and we already gave it to him. That's good. Now we got Lucas Launch. 5 Pokey Shuffles. Lucas Launch. Here goes, Mr. Lucas. I got Umbreon for the new Terra Chinese. 1, 2, 3. That set's already come out, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cold ones. Ah, man. Can I do trades, or would it take too long? You can definitely do trades. Let me just catch the queue up real fast. Shouldn't take too long, actually, to catch the queue up, because I don't think it's too many orders. Let's see. We have 2 more orders, and then we have Miss Six saying a Pokey Shuffle. Here you go, 6. 1 Pokey Shuffle. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 cold one, Miss Six. 1 cold Pokey Shuffle. And then we have Miss Six. She says 6 more of the Gem 5s. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it goes. All right. Now, what are you looking to trade, Mr. Thim? We'll start out with the hollows, maybe. All right. I forgot to mention that in the Terra Grand Gathering, you are guaranteed an SAR per booster box. That's cool. That's how it works with Japanese and English. Well, not English, but Japanese. All right. Oops. Put that back. Hanjum. Ah, Milky. Ooh, look at that Milky. And Sunflora. Look at that Sunflora. Very nice. Very nice. That's for you, Miss Six. Okay. And we also have an order from no one. So let's go over to Mr. Thim. Yeah, you probably got a lot of hollows at home. These are hollows. This whole pile's going to be hollows. All right. Now you get some hits here. Now this is like an EX. There you go. This is a hit. You got some Magic the Gathering. I don't really know what to do with your Magic cards. I don't know how to trade the Magic cards. Like, I'm sure some of them you just want to get rid of. I don't really know how to work a deal like that. Not very good with them. Okay, some more Pokey Hollows. The Pokey Hollows are pretty uncomplicated for me. Okay, we got some more Magic. Magic. You got some Riftbound. Some Yu-Gi-Ohs. A hit Pokemon card. Okay. Some Weiss-Schwarz. Some junk. Some Bonnet. Some Regirock. Some junk. Here's a nice Pikachu and a nice Rayquaza. Here's a nice Weavile. Here's Mega Electros. There's some hollows. All right, we'll pop this over here. All right, one more bag. Yeah, I got a box in my SAR was Roaring Moon. Nice. All right, so let's see. This is like hollows except for like junkie sets. Non-Pokemon, so to speak. And these are Korean hollows. I really don't do much with the Korean hollows, but I can't accept them for very much value is what I'm trying to say. It's like there's a lot of them. They're very cheap. Or Captain Pikachu, that's kind of cute. Okay. Oops. Stay in there. Okay. If you ever do want to trade your Yu-Gi-Ohs and all that other stuff, we can try to negotiate something. I'm just not very good at it. Little Pikachu's pretty cute. All right, so there we have it. Mr. Thim, we got you in 4 piles. Now, this is a big pile of hollows. And I could tell you I could do $5 on the hollows. Here's your EXs. I could do like 50 cents per card on this one. 50, $1, $2, $3, $3.50. And then over here, if there's any hits you don't want, just mention it, okay? And then I don't really know what to offer on them. Like the stamp cards, I don't want to pay too much for the stamped cards. I don't value them that highly. And then as for like the Yu-Gi-Oh and all that stuff, I just don't know how to work these. Like there's probably some kind of trade in here. Yeah, I don't know how to work these. I got a box. I got Sylveon, sadly not the exclusive. All right, let me go ahead and put this here. There we go. Nice Growlithe. What do you think of all that, about all that, Mr. Thim? Just take the 2 right piles. So the first pile I would take for $5. The EXs need a little more to reach a total of $5. All right, let's see. Let me put this in here. These are like your hits, your Poke hits. Might as well write hits on it. Okay. So let me take this one away for $5. All right, we got quite a lot of these hollows now. Hopefully that's not me overpaying for those. I don't really know what I should be paying for them. Okay. So here you go, Thim. You've got $5 on the hollows. The EXs don't add up to enough. They're kind of bad ones too. Let me put them in your bag. What you might be able to do is take some stuff out of these bags over here. So this would be like the Yu-Gi-Oh and crap like that, right? So you might be able to take some junk out of here to finish this pile off. Like, obviously you want to keep your hits, right? But like, some of these Yu-Gi-Oh cards I don't think are valuable, are they? You get this pile of unsleeved ones. That's a hit. Here's some unsleeved ones. Here's some unsleeved hollows as well. See, this looks like just a pile of hollows to me, but I don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh! You know it better than I do. But if this is a pile of meaningless hollows, we could put that there. We are. I don't really do anything special with Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards other than put them into junk packs. So I can't value them very highly. But something like that could go on. All right. Let's see. Trying to get to $5. It's easy when the cards are easy to measure. It's tricky when you don't know what you're doing. So you got like some of this. Okay. All right, so I don't know what to do here. I don't know if that's really worth $5 there. To me, it feels like it's not, because I don't think I could make $5 out of this. Mainly because I don't know what to do with these. Like, well, no, I mean, actually, I think I could do something out of those. So we could do this for $5, I guess. I just don't know how much of that stuff to stack up versus the Trico, which I know the Trico goes up in value. I don't think that goes up in value. So I wouldn't, in the long run, I wouldn't want to trade too many Tricos for too much of these, you know, bulkish cards. All right. Yeah, we wouldn't want to make too many of these trades. There we go. And let's give you a spot. 3 spots left in the Snorlax. Yep. A Thim. Here you go, Mr. Thim. So you got 2 spots in there. You traded some junk away for $10. Good luck in there. Let's see. It's cool that people can do that, right? Now, we also have this order from Mr. Joseph. And he'll take one more other shuffle. You got it. Okay. A 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 Grimer. This time you got a Grimer. Oops. Come on now. Put that away. Miss 6 says 6 of the Gem 5s. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. All right. Happy Wednesday night, by the way, everybody. How's your Wednesday going? I hope it's going well. Snipping this. Pokemon card market. When's it going to crash? What if it just doesn't crash? Wouldn't that be wild? What if the expensive cards or all the good collectibles, they just kind of stay high? No one ever really gets rid of their stuff too fast. Here's Tatsugiri. Oh, man, that's a rough round, Miss 6. How's your day been? Pretty standard. I had cheap crab legs for dinner. Yeah, like a $35 bag of crab legs, and I ate like half of it. Crab legs are a little bit expensive, but they're really not that bad. They're pretty comparable to steak, actually. Steak got more expensive over time, you know. And going out to eat got really expensive over time. Pat Gibbs, he says, pull my consignments and ship me out. Yes, sir. I was supposed to pull someone else's consignment, and I think I messed up. I don't think I pulled it. All right, the consigned slabs. The ones that say Pat Gibb. Wait, this is just one of mine. I'm assuming so is this. Okay, those weren't supposed to go down. Javier. All right. Okay. How's your day been? Already read that. This is mine. How many of my cards did I put in there? Tammy, BR, Brett Love. I wonder how Brett Love's doing. Javier, Tyler, Tam. This is mine as well. E for eBay. Pat Gibbs, we found one. All right, Pat Gibbs times 1. Okay. And Javier. So I think we found all your slabs. You just had this one. Pat Gibbs down into the depths. All right. So this will get pulled for shipping. And now let's take a look at these consignment slabs. Look at that Pikachu, Dragonair. These are nice, huh? Ooh, Signature Sonic. Ooh. Ooh. Cool. All right, we got Abra. Oops, Oath of Z. If you guys ever discount your cards hard enough, I'll be the buyer. That's for people who just want to make sure that it 100% sells. I'll liquidate you the moment it gets too low. Master Chief, Lightning. Here's Umbreon, Snorlax, Coughing. I like those. Magmar, Zapdos. I like the Zapdos. Here's Master Chief, Jake, Heavy Cruiser Rune, Tyranitar. Some of these are really nice. I should have at least 3. At least 3. I only saw 1. Let's see if maybe there's still some consignment slabs we weren't done with. Are you sure we haven't sold them? I'll put this here. Tell me a little bit about them, okay? Were they pricey? So we have this box here. Now that was some that we didn't finish working on. Oh, here we go. There's another in this box. What's this? That's Jaded. So this needs a picture then, though. All right. Let's see. These are all John Lucas, though, aren't they? Oh, that's an Anthony Kalura, though. Here's a Tammy card. All right, we got more work to do on the consignments. John Lucas. A lot of John Lucas slabs in here. They didn't really sell. That's John Lucas. They're like these really expensive Weiss Schwartz cards. I just found the one card, Mr. Pat. What could have happened with the other 2? Do you know why? Like, were they all consignment, or were they just regular slabs, some of them? The Pikachu and the Umbreon as well. Were those the ones you and I were talking about? Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Were you and I the ones talking about that? I don't know if this is you. Oh, that's you. We were talking about this. Oh, no problem. Okay. So what did we do with those when we were talking about them? Oh, they're still going to be up on the table. That's what it is. They're on the table probably. All right, give me a second. Umbreon and Pikachu. All right. Are those Weiss commission slabs in the Discord? Not yet. They need to be added to the Discord. They're pretty cool. They're pretty pricey as well, so they never really sell. Aha. Got it. Okay. There you have it, Mr. Pat Gibbs. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all 3 of these, and I'm going to move them over here. And now I'm going to print, I'm going to grab a Pat Gibbs bag. Did you need your bag shipped as well? So I believe this is it. Pat Gibbs. And we're going to move this over. Yeah, we were talking price, and it was like really confusing for me because I didn't really understand in the offer you were making if that was like before I apply the commission fee to it or after I apply the commission fee to it. So I got too confused by it, and I said, you know what? Let's not even. I just backed out of it basically because I didn't want to have to ask or figure out or any of that. It was just too complicated. This is Pat Gibbs. There we go. But eBay, you know, is a good way to liquidate your cards. Let's grab this. Can I see the Ancient Mew slab on the table? I could show it to you, but it's not for sale. So there's no point. I haven't priced it. It's not for sale right now. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. It's a cute little card, and I don't get cards like that too often. Bet you're Patrick Gibbs. No. Pat Gibbs. Ah, there we go. With 1 T. Someone offered me $100 on my $400 listing. Yeah. a lot of that kind of stuff going on. Kind of heavy. So let's see. We'll give this a little bit of weight. Ancient Mew. If I put a price tag on that, it'd probably be put into slab away instantly. But I can't decide if I want to do that or if I want to turn it into a break, a future break. I got all this giant pile of hollows now. I got to do something with these. Traded in my Trico for hollows, huh? Cheap hollows from China. We're printing this. Print. All right, very nice. I got your label. And, oh, you know what? We need to write your actual name on the back because Miss Alexis won't understand that these are yours. Should be like, computer. All right. Pat number 1, pat number 2, and pat number 3. There we go. I'll hop right on it if it were a slab away. I know, that's the problem. Tossing this over here. And let's grab this box. About this one. All right. Putting these in here. That's completed, and we're moving on to the next one. I'm going to hit this. Here's Mr. Athim coming in with 6 Gem 5s. You got it. 6 of the Gem 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's another box. Dang, dude. Gem 5's moving fast. You love to see it, you know. All right, we got some Gem 5 movement. Good. I don't know if it's just me, but I almost feel like we have less views ever since we swapped over to this other app. I wonder if YouTube treats the app or the stream differently. I'm seeing we got 61 people in here. It is a Wednesday night. Wednesday's not one of the busiest days. Maybe it's the title isn't exciting enough. It's kind of a joke title. There we go. Good. Now, but I noted after we started using this new app, it was mentioning the total views, and I noticed a dip in the total views right after swapping to the new app. Wonder if it's ever the case YouTube gives priority to its own software. Here's Rabute. You never know, because YouTube doesn't tell you these things. Horsey. Ooh. Okay, Horsey. Here's a hollow. You got a Horsey? I want a Horsey. Oh, set of 10. Very good. And Vibrava. That's all for you, Mr. Athim. Going deep. All right. Just like that, you got hollows again. See, I almost feel like I'm paying too much for those hollows, you know what I mean? Because they stack up quick, and the packs aren't even expensive. So I almost feel like I was overpaying for those. There we are. It doesn't take very much to have a big stack of those hollows. Because you pull... for example, if you were giving me a stack of hollows from like Pokemon English or Pokemon Japanese, those take a while to build up a stack of them. But it takes very little money to build a stack of the Chinese hollows. I think I overvalued them. All right, here's Miss 6. She would like 6 more of the gems. 6! You kind of got sniped by a Athim there, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Yeah, I think I overpaid for those, but it's not a big deal, I guess. Just something for me to think on from now on. The Chinese hollows, you get like 4 or something like that per pack. So much. There we go. Tossing these. What we got? Tatsugiri. Look at that little guy. That's not Captain Pikachu. Tatsugiri. Oops. Got a little stamp horsey. Oops. And Joltik. And Timber. And the villain. Ooh. There you go, Miss Six. All right. Finish Snorlax 3 spots, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Here's Joseph Smith. One last other shuffle snipe. You got it. One more snipe of the very fun other shuffle. Got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wow, look at you. You actually have a pretty good night tonight. Mr. Joseph Smith, very lucky. Blau Party, all right. Is it this one? Here it is. All right. Pretty good. What do you think? Keep it or re-roll it? This is a pristine 10 Hello Kitty card. Ooh. I think they should be worth less. English Japanese hollers are less per pack and more desirable. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. It's just the fact that you can stack a pile of them very quickly because you get so many guaranteed hollows per pack. Ooh. I think I will re-roll. I'm not into Hello Kitty. So this shall be re-rolled into 65. Okay. It goes back in for 75. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 going back in the box, and you get a total of 12. Good luck. No, you get a total of 13, don't you? You get a total of 13. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There it is. Oops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I saw something. Secret Identity. Ooh. I think that's a Spider-Man card. Let's put this here. I think that's a Spider-Man. I think it's a 10 too, so I think it's a good one. There are a couple non-10s in here. Here it is. Okay, so you rolled from a 75 to a 55, but it's still cool. You're still up. You're still way up, actually. So this will be Magic the Gathering Secret Identity Spider-Man. Okay. What are we thinking here? What is an Ancient Mew 10 going for now? Who knows? Probably tons. Dooba-dooby-doo. He'll keep it. All right, keeping the $55 card. He went from 5 to 55 on that one. There it goes. It's actually pretty cool. I know, that's why I graded it. Rotating this, we got Pokemon Go Pikachu. Trico, $300. You can just buy him. The Ancient Mew that has no price tag because he's too cool for that. And Mega Tyranitar. How about a new slab? How about this Ace of Spades Mewtwo? I mean, I should just be keeping this. There's no reason to sell it at all. Let's take a quick look. Mewtwo. This one's a Ace of Spades, which makes it special that way. All right. This card is very recently sold for $500 twice in Buy It Now. Okay. And what is the current cheapest one? So the cheapest one is $600. And it's got 14 watchers. Computer, show me 2 Mewtwo's doing it. That is one very desirable card. The Ace of Spades, of course, is the high card. I think I gotta hold it. I think I do, because obviously if we sold it, that would unlock capital that I could use to go get more poker cards. But the question is, do I even need that? Which I don't think I do. I think I have enough capital. So we'll just stack this along with the other Mewtwo Ace of Spades. Here's another one. Actually, here's another 2. You ready? So check this out. Got Mewtwo, Snorlax, and Gengar. These are all pretty serious cards. I think I'd host a break on the Mewtwo. If I could host a break, I would consider that. All right, there's the Gengar. And here is the Snorlax. Snorlax is pretty rare too, and I didn't really stack any Snorlaxes. I think that Gengar is one of the top selling poker cards, by the way. I think it's one of the most expensive ones, isn't it? So these two probably don't do too bad. I don't think the Dragonite does bad either, but the Gengar is really special. Let me check into this Gengar real fast. We're going to check sold. Ended recently. So this Gengar, oh wait, did I go by, that's recently? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's not even accurate. That's the December one. Okay. This one says it sold for $1,600. Well, this is December. May. So here's a May one that sold for $14. Here's a May one that went for $800 though. That's the silver version. This one went for $13 in May. How about, what's the most expensive one that sold? I'm curious. Okay. So these two are the most expensive ones, the June one and the May one. Looks like he hasn't sold recently. Well, no, that's not true, because that's June 1st. That is kind of recent. And May 16 is kind of recent. So these are like the more recent high-end ones that sold. Pretty interesting. What do you guys think of that? Poker cards getting kind of pricey. Not a surprise, is it? I mean, I think Snorlax, I'm sorry, not Snorlax. I think Gengar, anything goes up in price, doesn't it? You can pretty much have any Gengar card and it's going to get more expensive. All right. I will consider selling those. I just think that the timing has to be right, and it's probably going to be a break. Here's Mr. Caleb. He says, for 1 box of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity V. Oh, yeah. We just got a big order in of Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's get it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity V. All right, so I just opened my last case of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity V. Mr. Caleb. Welcome back, Caleb. Been a while. All right. Good. Ooh. Please, bro, please finish the Snorlax. That Snorlax break is close, man. Tomorrow's what, Thursday? You know how it is, 6. Things go crazy on Thursday night, Friday morning. So I'll probably be done by then no matter what. If I had to bet. Because there is 3 spots left on Snorlax, everybody. He is one of the best Snorlaxes, by the way. I don't know if you guys were aware of this. Not an accident that we stumbled across this slab, because what I did do when I realized how good he was is I bought a number of those in order to get them graded and to offer them to you guys. Here it is. So check this guy out. Oh, snap. There we go. He's cute as hell, dude. Look at that Snorlax. So yeah, I bought this guy on purpose because I thought he was pretty dang good. Go, get that camera working. The camera is very confusing. The zoom's very weird now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people in total are in there. Yes. Now, Caleb. Where's Caleb? Caleb says, Mr. I DM'd you on Discord. All right, let's see what you got. How much would it be to ship out? I had slabs up for consignment and a card or 2 in the Cool Kids box. A card or 2 in the Cool Kids box, huh? So that's still around. See if I can grab this without dropping it. So to ship out for you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You got a ton of packages. Are these all being shipped domestic, though? If they're domestic, it's $9. As long as this... I mean, you could pay me a storage fee if you want, since I stored your cards for you real nicely for a little while. Let's see. I won't stop you from tipping me. Here's a Caleb Ibarra card, and Kobe Collects, huh? Here's a Caleb Ibarra card. We kept your cards dutifully, and they were kept in a nice, cool area. Mr. Caleb's back, and he might be shipping his cards out. All right, check this out. I have no clue what that guy is, and here's your classic Charizard, which actually might have gone up in price over time. Okay. I don't know if he's still watching. You still watching? All right. Let's get it. You know, we can also take your 25 boxes of cards, and you can trade some of it away if you don't want it all. Have you thought of doing that? Yeah. Like, we don't have to ship it all at once. We can just ship your hits. We can get rid of holos. We can get rid of boring EX cards, whatever you don't want. We do this trade slab stuff now. We got a nice trade slab today, in fact. Yeah. Snipping all these. And snipping all these. There we go. I often wonder what happened to you, Mr. Caleb. How's life going? New job? New girlfriend? New hobbies? New boyfriend? I'm playing with you. All right, so we got, infinite impermanence. Starting out with a nice hollow. What is this song? I like this song. This is called Popcorn. All right, back to it. Here's some cold ones. My son recently just got into TCG, so going to go through it all with him. Oh, that's cool. Here's Super Quantum Mech Beast Gram Pulse. Oh, Gram Pulse. All right. Here's Blue Eyes White Dragon. White. How come Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't pop off like Pokemon? It did, but it didn't pop off as hard as Pokemon, that's for sure. Here we are. Ooh. There's some pricey Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards out there. They're out there. Okay, some cold ones. Here's Despian Queritis. Despian Queritis. All right, we've got New Frontier. Ooh. Here's Vanquish Soul Raisin. Soul Raisins. And some cold ones. And some cold ones. And some cold ones. And Raigeki. It's Raigeki. Some cold ones. All right. Whoa. Let's go ahead and snip this. Or not snip, open. Photon Delta Wing. I fell asleep again. You can't be falling asleep. Here's Fiendsmith Lacrima. And a gold one. Monster Reborn, I suppose. Okay. I'm going to use my Pot of Greed. Sky Striker Ace. Okay. Hold. Dark Lord Ixchel. Not the Dark Lord Ixchel. And Bistral Saranor. You know what? You didn't get any overframes. Isn't that sad? That was one whole box and no overframes. Here we go. Ash Blossom Joyous Spring. I saw that. Trying to escape into the regular cards. It's kind of a etched card or something. So that's cool. I heard Snorlax and woke up. What? Snorlax? This guy right here, huh? He's got 3 spots remaining. He's a fantastic break, everybody. We got to get some new guys in here, man. I feel like we haven't had a new guy order in a while. New guy. Monday? There we go. All right, so you got a lot here. Thank you, Mr. Caleb, for this order. It's nice to see you again. And it sounds like we're getting pretty close to shipping all your stuff. We are. Which would be very interesting. Because you got a lot of stuff. As long as you're in the United States, shipping should be just $9. That's one of the amazing things about what we do in our stream. You can have a lot of boxes and still benefit from cheap shipping. All right. So wait, what else? Here's Mr. Mark. $100 towards Slab Away. Hey, what's up, Mark? Slab Away. And we're going to say Mark J. Valerian. Here it is. $245. Boom. All right, 245 remains for Mr. Mark. Let's see how many likes we ended up accruing. We have a total of 63 watchers. And 28 likes. You guys aren't doing too bad. Let's try and get it to 40, everybody. All right. Let's see. What's this over here? I see Mr. Alexia was trying to send in an order. There's no orders in the stream. We have an empty queue. Empty queue. Oh, Caleb just sent around for shipping. Oh, that's sweet. He sent me a little tip for storage. I appreciate it, man. All right. We'll call that the 1 year storage fee. All right. It didn't really cost me anything to store it, but, you know, it's just a nice little tip, I guess. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I hope life's going well for you. I remember you weren't a big fan of your job. You were working on like an oil rig or something like that. And then I think you had some tough times too. The family member having maybe a health issue. Gym Leader Joker. So Gym Leader Joker is pretty expensive. Let's check last sold. So I hope that got better. Let's see. All right. Whoa. Should I keep some of the gym leaders for myself? I always sell this card. I never keep it. It's a cool card, though. Kind of like the gym badges, isn't it? I can't decide. What do you guys think? You think this is 6-7 viewers? 6-7. Do you guys think this is one to sell or one to keep, huh? It's a pretty iconic card. I feel like there's nothing like it. I think I am going to hold on to this because for a long time, I always just sold the gym leader card from the poker collection. I always just sold it. But I think it's time to actually start holding on to some of these. I DM'd you in Discord with the shipping address. All right, sounded good. Okay. Where can I put this? I'm stacking it up here. All those gym cards could be sold. It would effectively help me raise money for the next round of grading on more gym cards. So that could be really useful. I see Mr. Team Rocket Grunt accepting an offer on the Naruto box. All right, let's see what we got here. So we're going to hit clear on this. And we have an address for you already. Let's see if it matches the one you showed. Nope, new address. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go in here. We're going to find your current address. And actually, let me mention, can I get an email to... Here we go. Now we're going to delete the old address. All right, that's deleted. And now let's start putting the new one together. Good. And we'll grab the information you shared. All right. Good. All right, and now let's grab this email. If you need any more Yu-Gi-Oh cards, we just got a fresh case open. Now let's see. That's a lot of product to ship. I think we'll start out with 4 labels, and we'll see where it goes from there, okay? Make them nice, heavy labels, too. What's this music that's playing? I don't even recognize it. 80s movie night? Hell no, dude. Get me out of here. Give me some Pokemon music. Okay, it's updating. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, yeah, you just got a bunch of stuff. It's all kind of weird. So we got 4 there. We'll see how that does. Miss Alexis does the shipping, so it's not even going to be my problem to solve. It'll be her problem. But we're going to start out with 4 labels for you. If we need more, we'll print more. Hey, what's up, Mr. Brandon? Okay, these look good. It's going to the new address now. I'll just fold these up, and I'll let Miss Alexis know it's going to be a big Friday. Humongous Friday. Let me take a picture of this Naruto box and see if we can find it on eBay. Yeah, I should look this up. Okay. Naruto. Nope. That's the Naruto box in question. Naruto, let's say Tops, Naruto. And maybe we'll sort this by most expensive to see if we can find it better. And I just don't see it. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to hold off on accepting the deal for the first second with Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. All right. Re-roll. Hey, what's up, Mr. Blake? How's it going, man? Those re-rolls are pretty fun, huh? I like them better when they go in a positive direction. Caleb, once again, thanks for the little tip. Appreciate it, man. Now, let me grab this. Javier Arroyo. He says, 1 Ascended Heroes, 1 Snorlax spot. 1 Snorlax spot. Wait a second. I don't think the math is math in here. Mr. Javier, I think you're off on the math here. So you have enough for 1 Snorlax spot. Let me start you out there so you don't miss that, because other people might swoop and you might miss the spot in there. So I'll start by putting you in there. Okay, so the Snorlax spot is $40. You're left with $5. Now that's not enough for an Ascended Heroes pack. I think you meant to send a different amount. So now you have $5 of store credit, which you can do whatever you want with. Snorlax is now 8 out of 10. Oh, I remember, you have some spots in here. Your odds in here are quite good. My bad, I'll send the rest. Okay, he's wanting to send the rest. Let me grab this. Ascended Hero. Let me stick this. Reading Rainbow. Delcatty, Weavile, Zekrom. Ooh, it's a cold one, Mr. Javier. I'm sorry, man. Dang. I still hate my job. Hey, it's Mr. Troy. People were just wondering where you were at. I was in the stream and people were like, where's Troy? They were saying, where's my boy? Here's Joseph Smith. Can I have... Can't leave on a hot streak. One more. Okay, you got it, man. One more other shuffle. Good luck. Okay. 1, 2, 3. What do you think would be the perfect job for you? 1 cold one. Ooh. That's Joseph Smith. What would be the perfect job for you? Javier for the Ascended. Thank you so much for that. All right, all right, all right. The queue is open. That's such a cute Snorlax. I still hate my job. Hate's such a strong word. Here we are. My name's Brazenden. Here is one of those quest stickers. But this one actually got a 10. Quest stickers. They're like cheap. Quest Diglett. 2 spots. Holy moly. 2 spots left. That's right. So there is a Diglett for sale for $1,300. And the funny part is that's probably the correct price. You guys would not believe what these quest stickers sell for. But I've actually got enough. I've actually got sales of my own that I can show you. Sales that will make you go, really? And I'll be like, mm-hmm. So let me go pull them up. Quest. All right, take a look at some of these real fast. These are some of my latest sold quest stickers. In April, the Meowth sold for $1,000. In February, the Chansey sold for $2.7. In January, which was 6 months ago, a Grimer sold for $8.50. And in December of last year, a Simple Porygon sold for $7.50. So these quest stickers really are just selling for ridiculous amounts. And here in December of 2025, you can see that this Diglett once sold for $750. So he's already sold for $750 before. That's the quest stickers, everybody. They're highly desirable. These are some of the rarest Pokemon cards out there. Like, there's all kinds of Pokemon cards that are rare, but not a lot of video game Pokemon cards like this. So these command some kind of very fancy premium from some kind of video game, I guess, like Pokemon Quest. We're going to match the 1,300 because Pokemon cards have certainly gone up much higher since December. That was 7 months ago. Pokemon cards have gone much higher now. You could be the proud owner of one of these Pop 6 Digletts. If no one buys it, I'll end up just putting it into eBay because they sell on eBay. Minecraft Poke's popular, apparently. Yeah, it's like, exactly, it's like Minecraft Pokemon. Very unique. It's from 2018. Definitely out of print. All right, we got a Mr. Blake order. He says $80. Sent for Snorlax spots. Didn't specify. You got it. All right, 2 Blake spots. Go, Mr. Blake. Good luck in there. Good luck, everybody. Blake. All right. Snorlax is going off, everybody. It's in a book, a reading rainbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's grab the packs. Wait. This is not a star break. There's no bonus star spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. We need some pulls. That's right. My custom booster packs have pulls in them. Here they are. And you get to see them get loaded, too. Oh, yeah. Nothing but hits. So everyone gets a pull. Somebody gets a Psyduck as well. Whoever gets the Psyduck can trade the Psyduck for the Snorlax. Pretty cute. It's in a book. Let's see. Get to see what loaded? My gun. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, we got 10 here. Hold me, says 6. 6 is fainting. Whoa. She can't believe it. You pulled the Snorlax for just 40? That's crazy, 6. You definitely could. You have the same odds, 1 in 10. I think Javier's got some bonus spots in here, so his odds are better than yours, but each spot is worth exactly 1 in 10, so it could definitely be you. So give me a number here, guys. Hold me, you see into the future. I can't see into the future. 1, 2, 3. 6. If I could see into the future, I would have bought myself a Gold Star PSA 10 Torchic back when they were only like 40,000. That's what I would have done if I could see into the future. And then I would have bought the Trico as well. I would have made that my business to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, Mr. Blake's got 2 spots. Mr. Javier's got like 6 spots. So somebody's going to be disappointed. One or the other. Somebody's going to miss. All right. Give me a number. Going to re-roll the Snorlax if I win it. That can't be re-rolled. That's a break. We are. You can offer to sell them to me, but only cards in like the live customs and the Poke Shuffles and the other shuffle and the Waifu Shuffle can be re-rolled. We could probably negotiate a price on the Snorlax, though. Like the old style. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was decided by Mr. CC Collects. All right, if you miss, you can get mad at CC Collects, okay? Not me. I was just doing what CC Collects told me to do. Here's Javier. 1. Okay. Pack number 2, Javier. Number 3, Javier. Oh, they're in the wrong order. Normally, this is in the middle and this is on the left. There you go. I thought it felt weird. My hands are like, this is all wrong. Javier. Oh, rough. You only need one of them, though. Here's Javier. Oh, there it is. All right. It will be going to Mr. Javier Arroyo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here's Mr. Blake. Sorry, Blake. Here's Miss 6. You were close, 6. Here's Mr. Blake. Here's Miss Beatrice. And here's Javier. He really did have 6 spots in here. You know how rough that would have been? Imagine missing on 6 spots. That'd have been rough. All right. Congratulations to Javier. Mister, do you have any free Pokemons? Maybe. I'm going to put, I tell you what, I'm going to put, where's my coin? Here it is. I'll put you on this for free, Mr. Blake. Mr. Blake. Thanks for setting that off. I'll give 6 a spot too. You know why? Just because it's 6. No other reason. All right, so we got Blake and 6 going in there. We got to do that for Miss Beatrice sometime. She's been in a lot of breaks. I saw that too, Brandon. Should have gone to 6 since I said 9. Dang. Oh, that's funny. Here we are. Let's grab this. Okay. All right. So we got 2 here. Putting that there. And we're popping this over here. Here you go, Mr. Javier. Mr. Just Blind. No, I just pull a random number off the screen. It's not a big deal. All right. Very nice. Only in hindsight can you determine that too, by the way. You know, so what could have happened, 6, is I could have picked Brandon's number, and then that could have been the number that handed it off to Javier, and the 7 could have been the number that handed it to you. So it's only in hindsight do you know what number you really want. So I don't really pick any numbers in a particular style or way. I just grab someone's number off the screen. Usually whatever right next to my eyeballs. You know how it is. If you dwell on it, it'll make your head spin. All right, let's go ahead and mark that as the end of the Snorlax break. How you feel about that, Javier? You had 6 spots in there, man. He bought more than half the break. He was going to get decimated if he ended up missing that. That would have been really rough. It's possible, though. We've seen it happen. So we're going to go over here to the breaks history. No, wait a second. We already have this. We already got this. So we just grab this. We'll say Snorlax Javier. What time? 2 hours and 23 minutes. 2:23. Whew. I got 5 spots from the live. It's rigged. I'm sorry, Blake. Blake, I feel bad for you. I'm going to give you another one of these second chance cards. Here you go, Blake. I like that you finished it. Activated it for us. There you go. All right, little Blake Santoro. A little bit of Monica all night long. A little bit of do-do-ba-do-ba-do. I'll put you in here. Remember that song from the 90s? Oops. Only boomers remember that song. So what should the next break be? That's the question. What do we got in this pile? These are kind of fresh. Chansey, Sabrelege. This guy would go so fast, I bet. I bet he's really expensive though. Yeah, he's probably too expensive for that kind of break. Should have bought this in a 10, huh? God, he's cute. He's so silly. What I want to know is, what are you going to trade me for this 6? Now you're talking. Look at this. Take a picture. Come on now. All right. Wowee. That's pop 10 on the Raichu. Now, that card's good enough that I can just toss him into my little box and never remove him. He's a real vintage card. Hard to grade. Real hard to find. Real hard to grade. With a modern cert on it, too. Cert in the 15s. My kidney. We are? Yeah. That's what it feels like these days. I hope Karis is doing well. She's doing all right. She's been doing a lot of drawing. Do you guys want to see one of her drawings? I might be able to sneak out there and get it because she's not sleeping in the family room today. Let's see. So we'll put this here. We'll turn this into the 6 giveaway or something, and it'll be like $4,000. I don't think it'd be 4,000. I think it'd be like 1,000. All right. Had to go find it. Ugh. There you go. Oh, God damn it. Gotta hate the zoom now. She drew a cute little Calvin and Hobbes. How nice is that? There we go. She was drawing some other stuff too. She draws all kinds of gay stuff. I say, God, that's the gayest thing. More stuff in here. What's she drawing? I knew she was drawing other stuff. Maybe it's a different notepad. You know, she just spends all the money from the drawings on more drawing equipment. I was like, how do you make a profit? I don't think she cares. She's just having fun. We sleeved that, right? Yeah, that's sleeved. There we go. We got this one running. This one's still running. It's got 3 spots left, the Cubone. All right. Isn't that what you do with Pokemon? A little bit. Here's Blake. Let's see. 2 Poke Shuffles. All right, you got 2 Poke Shuffles coming your way, Mr. Blake. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Boop. Ta-da! 2 cold ones. There it is. 2 cold Poke Shuffles. The Poke Shuffles are super popular. And then he says, slab away payment for Zelda and 5 Poke Shuffles. The slab away payment's a smart thing, you know. It's kind of like banking your cash into a sure thing. So here's Mr. Blake going after the PSA booster. I didn't even write your name down. That's so funny. So you have $20 left. I know it's you, though. And then 5 Poke Shuffles. You got it. 5 Poke Shuffles. Okay. Guess we need a new thing to be the star spot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. Probably the Gaslight. Oh, man. That is some good luck. 4 live chase cards. Look at you, man. All right. So it was too early to feel bad for Mr. Blake. He's got these 4 live custom boosters. So this requires $100 to refill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That goes back in. You can't re-roll that. You have to receive your 4 live customs. He's going to re-roll. Holy schmoly. He could. He's allowed to. All right, we'll put that there. Re-rolls don't always end badly. Sometimes they do, though. Technically, they're designed to eventually end badly. Because think about it. If you're just, you know, constantly returning these cards into the box and receiving less for them than they were worth, eventually that's going to affect your, you know, your next re-roll. All right, so good luck. Put that in there. And we're going to say a 1, a 2, a 3. Are you watching, Blake? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want him to miss it. All right, we got 1. Oh, yeah. That's a real good start because there could be another hit right there. 2, 3. Come on. 4. All right. It's going to be 1 hit. That's all right. 1 hit wonder. Don't do it. They're telling you not to re-roll. Glaceon P10. What is that Glaceon? Is that the Korean Glaceon? I'm trying to think what that could be. Glaceon, huh? This is random, but I just want to thank you for instilling me values in investing. I made some money just staying patient and not getting too anxious about market conditions. Oh, that's good, man. Here we are. All right. No, I appreciate it, man. That's just, if you really think about it, it's just one small part of life, too. I mean, you can spend your whole life thinking about resource getting. That's what it really is. It's all about resource getting. And there's a lot to life, you know. So just figuring out what to do with your money next is tricky enough. And then finding out how to be happy or not depressed. For me, it's not being bored. You know, I get bored easy these days. I've been living the same life for a while, and I'm getting old. I get bored fast. You are? All right. Nowadays. So you've got Glaceon. It's a $100 card, but it's been re-rolled twice. So I know you're not going to re-roll this one, because if you re-roll this, he's going to come out to one $25 spot. So you're keeping this one. Ooh. Korean in the live customs, huh? It's an alt art. Yeah, and it's only $100. I mean, if this was in Japanese or English, it'd be like 500 or 1,000 or some shit like that. Ooh, I shouldn't curse. I'm so stupid. Yes, Glaceon Korean, and it's a very affordable $100 card. It's been re-rolled 2 times, so this is significant. I can't re-roll him for like 75 for you because he was only in the box for 50. So I can only re-roll him for like 25. That's it. So I don't know. I think that you're keeping that one. That's a bad deal. That's a bad deal to re-roll that one. It's a good idea to keep that one. Mister, can you read my comment? Let's see. Yes, I did read that one. You said, thank you for instilling me values in investing. I've made some money just staying patient and not getting too anxious about market conditions. That's right, because if you mess around with the money too much, then you risk just transfer fees, and you might have very emotional investments where you sell when it's low and you buy when it's high because it looks like it's going up. So you say, I got to buy that. And when it drops down, you say, I don't want that anymore. But that's the mistake, is to buy when it's high and sell when it's low. And then all those transfer fees, if you're buying things back and forth, there's like taxes and, you know, you got to pay the stockbroker and whatever it is. And that's true for anything like real estate, Pokemon cards, gold. So if you buy it one time and you don't touch it and you don't worry about whether the market's high or low, and you just forget about it, just go back to work, that's the best move. How do you deal with bad sells regarding Pokemon cards? I sold super early with my Crystal Lugia. Oh, you sold that Crystal Lugia. Oh, man, that sucks. I should have asked you to sell it to me. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're not alone. A lot of people are going... Okay, we're going to keep it, Mr. Blake. A lot of people are going through the same feeling. Actually, if you think about it, there was probably somebody out there who had like 100 Bitcoins, and they probably sold it when Bitcoin reached like $5 and they thought they were a genius. And now Bitcoin's worth like 65,000, and they probably missed that. So, you know, your loss on the Lugia is pretty bad, but it's not really the end of the world. It's not as bad as like the guy who sold his Apple shares too early. That's a pretty epic miss. Remember that? So in the early days of Apple, there was another guy who was a partner in the business, and he didn't like the way Apple was going with Steve Jobs and what's the other guy's name? Not Wazowski. It's I can't remember. He has an interesting name. It's with a W. I'm so sorry. I can't remember his name. But so in the early days of Apple, he thought that the company was moving bad. So he decided to sell his share of the company back to like Wozniak. Thank you. I was thinking of Whataburger, and I'm like, that's not... Whataburger is the only thing that was popping up in my mind. But he sold his shares back, and I think so Steve Jobs and the other guy bought those shares up. And if he had just held them, they'd be worth like, you know, billions of dollars today. So you did lose out when you sold the Lugia. You didn't lose out on billions, at least. So you don't have to feel that bad. But, you know, it's hard to deal with that kind of stuff. I sold some cards I really regret selling, like Reverse Hollow Crystal Guardians Blastoise. I really like that card. I shouldn't have sold it. I wish I'd kept it. It's just a really cool looking Blastoise. And yeah, and there were other mistakes I made, like not buying stuff. Like I had a chance to buy Legendary Collection Reverse Hollow Gengar for $10,000, and I just didn't do it because I thought that was too much for a Gengar at the time. Gengar hadn't exploded in popularity yet. That would happen later. So you can't beat yourself up for not being able to predict the future. You just can't do that. Some people are just having more luck or less luck, and if you're unlucky this time, you might get much more lucky next time, but you can't beat yourself up over just basically luck, because there's no way to easily predict Pokemon. Pokemon's not like, you know, you could kind of predict that apple was growing and that you should buy some apple. You can't predict what happens next in the Pokemon market. It's too random. All right, well, Mr. Blake, that 5 Poke Shuffles turned into a $100 Glaceon. Sent Discord message about slab away payment. Let's just see what you're saying. Let's see. I know Team Rocket Grunt is interested in selling back that box of Naruto. Pay 105, still owe 20. Let me look at it real fast. So you maybe don't remember how slab away works. The way slab away works, you know what? Let me go ahead and just have it paid off for you. So the way slab away works is there's an initial down payment fee that's non-refundable, and that's the point of slab away, is you pay a $20 fee to pay the item down over 6 months. I realize now, maybe you didn't know that, or maybe I think we might have discussed you paying it off early or something like that. So let me go ahead and remove it. I think we discussed you paying it off early, but you only slabbed it away like 4 days ago. So that's a pretty good case to get rid of that. All right, there we go. All right, it's all paid off. Thank you, Mr. Blake. The wax pack link is all yours. Congratulations. Sorry, man. Sometimes I just run off a muscle memory. I forgot we actually discussed that. I think we discussed you paying it off earlier. Did I show you these, by the way? Let's see. So we got some of these as well. We got Samus, another Link. Here's Princess Peach, and here's Mario. So there's Samus, Princess Peach, and Mario that you could still go after. Pretty neat. They're all part of, like, those are all the artworks, basically. All right. In case you're interested in any more of those, they're pretty cool. What's this? Ooh, those are the new, yeah, make sure I don't lose those. Those are the new slabs. All right. You got any EX era stamped reverses you can show off? EX era stamped. Yeah, I got a lot of those I can show off. Those were some of my favorite cards that I was buying. And now they're so unaffordable, it scares me to sell them. Next up, we have an order from Mark J. Valerian. No hollows, please. 1 box of Japanese Snow Hazard. May I donate my regular EXs for spots in a trade slab, if there is any? Absolutely. I'd be happy to do that for you. All right, give me a second. Let's go grab that Snow Hazard. Where do I keep Snow Hazard? I think we might be out. Let me grab a box of Scarlet, by the way. Ooh, we're almost out of this, too. So, let's see. That's Future Flash. We're out. Snow Hazard. Snow Hazard is down to the last couple packs. Here's a box of Scarlet. Let's see. What can we substitute for you? Snow Hazard is a $4 box. So there's Base Scarlet, Future Flash, Ancient Roar, Battle Partners, which is a cool one, Nihil Zero, which is also called Municus Zero, by the way. And so you can substitute a box of Snow Hazard out with any of those. I'll take a Future Flash. Heck yeah. All right, let's get that Future Flash. Give me a second. All right. Yeah, we're running pretty low on several of these sets. It's time for them to sell out and fall off of the menu. So if you like any of those older sets, guys, kind of a last hurrah for them. Looking like Snow Hazards, no more boxes. Just the last couple of booster packs, and then we're out. All right. Future Flash. Okay. All right. Okay. Can't believe we're finally shipping Caleb Ibarra. That is going to be so many cards. All right. Mr. Mark. What's your favorite TV show right now, Mr. Mark? Snipping this. Snipping this. Snipping these. All right. And snipping these. CNN. Just watching the news. People are really beating up on Trump over the Iran deal. This deal sucks. There we go. All right. Okay. He seems kind of tired. Maybe all of it wore him out a little bit. All right, you ready for this? We got Altaria, the hub. First, then don't want to bomb Iran. Now they don't want to deal. What do they want? Yeah. Yeah, actually, you know, I guess if there was no deal, what would he have done? Gone back to blowing everything up? I mean, I don't know. It's a really good question, actually. There we are. Here's Toxicroak. S&P 500 stock futures are going wild tonight. Hey, you know, the world loves it when war is over. It's a good thing. The stock market loves stability. Above all things, stability is good. If Ukraine and Putin came out and ended their war, the stock market could go even higher. Because now, you know, the world can go back to being productive. Think of all the lack of productivity in those two regions, Ukraine and Russia. I mean, there's so much human productivity being missed out on right now because they're busy blowing each other up to smithereens. Like, they could be producing goods instead, goods and services. And so you walk out of that war with fewer people. That's not good for productivity. And you walk out with areas that can't be lived in anymore. That's not good for productivity. All these lives disrupted. People, you know, sent all over out into some kind of diaspora situation for refugee living. Governments have to pay social welfare to them if they can't, you know, land on their feet fast enough or something like that. So, you know, the whole thing's bad. You put that away, you get rid of that, and the world goes back to doing business. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah, the stock market going up doesn't sound bad at all. Hold. Hold. That's not going to help the price of homes, though, is it? Stability. Yeah, stability is good. Investors invest when there's stability. And when there's no stability, they don't want to invest. They go, how do I hide my money? How do I protect? I want to protect my money. I don't want to invest. I want to protect my money. Okay. I remember Russia had all those wealthy oligarchs. Well, what are those guys doing with all their capital? Probably nothing good. You got the house mouse? Oh, no, not those little mice. We're going to need some rat traps. We got to catch them. Don't tell Six, though. She'll get, like, upset. She won't understand. We are. Don't worry, I'll fire up the grill. We can get some rat burgers going. The tail adds an extra little crunch. All right, so here we have house mouse and 3 of these. And we got some EXs. All right, so that's what we got out of the box. I like your Volcarona card. That's really cool. The High Dragon's neat. Dollar's a little less exciting to me, but it's a Komiya card, is it? Yeah, it's a Komiya. That's cool. That's neat. You could give the mouse to 6. If you'd really like me to, I will go ahead and give the mouse to 6. All right, here it is. 2-6 from Mark. All right. Now, if I recall, you were talking about doing a trade. Trade one of these for one of those. Oof. I want a Patrick slab. I'm pretty sure you hosted. All right, we got Matthew T, Mark J. Valera. Found you. All right. Get that out of the way. You got some EXs right there. Some of these, a couple of those. You got a couple of these. Got a couple of those. Here's one of these. Couple of those. Couple of these. One of those. You got a couple of these. All right, lots of stuff. Excuse me. I'm putting this back into your bag. And you were talking about doing a little tradey-weighty. There it goes. Let's not put your bag up top quite yet. Let's look these over. All right. 1, 2. We're looking for like, what, 10 of these? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. All right, that's going to get you a spot in the trade break. Oh, yeah. Did Mr. already do that other giveaway for the Scarlet Box? It's in the queue. Have no fear. So after we're done with the Haktua coin giveaway, we start your Scarlet Box break giveaway as well. We're not going to let the giveaways be rushed through too quickly anymore. They're going to go into like a queue like everything else. But everyone will know that you were the guy giving it away, so you will get proper credit for it. All right. So it's going to be all good. Now, you got hits on your saved search. Hey, I don't want this email. This is junk email. Here's Snorlax 7. Here's Luzamine. Duraludon 10. Superior. And Rocket's Pokeball for only $850. Mr. Blake says, one last live, one last Poke Shuffle, and shipping, which I already prepaid according to the shipping. Okay, sounds good. So a live and a Poke Shuffle. This is for Mr. Blake. All right, Mr. Blake. Mr. Blake, you haven't moved anywhere, have you? Ta-da! Oh, Zapdos, Bagon, Victini, and Natu. Those are nice. Little bonus pulls in that pack. That can happen in the live customs. Okay, kind of nice because Poke Shuffles currently doesn't have anything like that. All right, now the live shuffles, the Poke Shuffles. One Poke Shuffle. 1, 2, 3, and a 1. Okay. So 2 cold ones, but that's actually kind of nice. I don't know what it's worth. But take a look at it. Bagon, Victini. Those are from 2015. So those are like 11 years old. Well, I think these are Ancient Origin hollows is what they are. Okay. Now let's go find Mr. Blake's bag. Where will we find you, Blake? It's been a while. I bet you we got your bag out, didn't we? I bet you that's what we did. Here's Brandon. Brian. Ray. Bill. Brandel. Computer. Show me 2 Pokemon cards doing it. Verizon. Here's a Brandon. Brandon. Ah, man, you probably were in the yellow box. Is that going to be the last box we check? Ah, here we are. Okay, we found you. All right. Brandon, I thought I donated everything. It's a different Brandon. Brandon Warder. It's a different Brandon. All right, Blake, he didn't say he moved, right? So let's go ahead and grab his name. I don't think he would have moved. Your address that I have saved on file for you is a P.O. Box address, okay? Does that sound good, Mr. Blake? I don't want to misship his stuff. He's got a pretty expensive shipment. I'm going to go in here. And we're going to scroll. Oops. We're going to scroll up here. Oh, there he shared his address. Same address. Okay, good. And print. Wow, why was that such an expensive label? That was really expensive. Okay, leave a note on this. Expensive. Booster slab. So we leave some notes for Miss Alexis on that one. I almost feel like texting her, but it's like 5 a.m. in the morning. I think that would be kind of annoying for her. I would be annoyed. I'd be like, who the hell's texting me? Okay, that's done. Oh, the sun's coming up, everybody. We're racing against time. We got to get the rest of this done. Got to get this wrapped up. We have an order of Javier, 2 Ascended Heroes, 1 for 6, 1 for me. What? What's happening to me? My name, it's changing. I feel like the poker card slabs are an untapped market, super potential. Yeah, I still feel that way about them. They're up much higher than they used to be, so they've definitely reached higher prices. Which is really impressive, actually. So they already cost much higher than they used to. But they're not at the caliber of, like, Topsun right now. And the reason why that's so meaningful to me is Topsun sells for, like, thousands of dollars for like 1 card, right? So there's all these rich guys who got really familiar with Topsun. And the reason they got so familiar with Topsun is because it was once believed Topsun was the most oldest Pokemon card set, and that was false. No, it was not. And the poker cards actually predate the Topsun cards, and they all have the exact same artwork. So it's like, what are you going to collect? Here we go, Mr. Javier. 1 for you, 1 for 6. Let's see what Javier pulls. You've got Stunfisk. You got a lovely Stunfisk. That's pretty good. And then let's see what 6 pulls. You can schedule messages to be sent at a certain time, can't you? Scheduling massages? I guess. There you go. What do you guys think? Would you let a stranger massage you? Yo, where my massage at? All right, that's a lovely gift to Miss 6. Yep, that's still the 6 bag here. Okay. Bunch of slabs. Make sure Alexis doesn't miss them. Yeah, I know. In particular, you'll be wanting that Espeon slab. That's a much more expensive slab today. Put that there. All right. They'll all just be sitting in the same spot they should be sitting in because there's no reason they would have been touched at all. There you go. So it should be pretty easy. Toss it up there. Here's Dylan Cranfield. What? Hey, mister, can I please get one of the new Abyss sets? Could you also check my bag that they are labeled international? Don't want my bags to be thrown out. Been with you for more than 3 years and want to keep buying. Dylan Cranfield. Let's make sure Dylan hasn't already been thrown out. So let's grab this. The rule is, in order to avoid having your bag tossed out as expired for international, the rule is you got to come into the stream and request to have the bag updated. But you got to do that within a year. Because I don't actually keep track of who's international. Ooh, that's not got it. Let's check the overflow. I'm scared you've already been tossed out because of what you just said. Let's see. Because you're scared that you might have been. So is it Dylan Cranfield, bag number 3, bag number 26, bag number 2 out of 26. All right, good job, Mr. Daniel. Yeah, you don't want to wait too long to reset your bag international if you know you're going to stay here for more than a year. So let's get this updated. We'll say 626. Okay. And this baggie shall say 626. International people can extend their bag for free because maybe you're avoiding paying custom fees, which are pretty expensive. All right, so all these have been updated to 626. Thank you, Mr. Dylan. All right, Dylan, he's the man. Oof. And did you give me a little tip? Oh, you said you wanted one new Abyss pack. Thought that was a tip. Let's see, Abyss. Where's that? Oh, here it is. Wow, how's life going, Mr. Dylan? Do you have more boxes of the Crimson Haze Japanese Pokemon? Crimson Haze, I should have that one, yeah. Crimson Haze is pretty good. That's the Gray Ninja set. Ah, yeah, perfectly cold. Sorry, man. That sucks. Crimson Haze. Here's a Mark J. Valerian order. No hollows, 1 box of Crimson Haze. All right. I don't have one in the room with me, do I? That'd make my life easy. No, I gotta go find one. I'll be right back. No more orders, guys. Woof. Okay, I found it. Good. We also get to pick out a new lightning break. Forgot about that. The current lightning break is over. We got this Heartbreak Ghastly. He's still running. There goes. All right. Ready? Got some of these. Got some of these. Oh, yeah. Ooh, baby. Baby, you can drive my Pokemons. At least snipping this. Hey, you're really beautiful. Could I take you out for coffee sometime? 6 feet tall, 6 inches, and 6-figure Pokemon card collection, or get lost. There we are. All right. There we go. Cold. 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 Ha-ha, Torkoal. It's kind of scary how important height is to women. Isn't that scary? How does that work? Because if women only want to do it with tall men, doesn't that mean that the human race just continuously gets taller? Because your height might be the average of your mom and dad's height. So you're not going to be as tall as your dad, right? It is. I'm sorry, you're not going to be as... Yeah, I said that right. You might be as tall as your mom. So if she's a shorty, but she only wants a tall husband, it is. You're kind of setting that kid up for a rough go later in life. It is. And then that circle just continues. But ooh, that's why this set's so good. There you go. That's a great pull. Look at that. Well, I need to double check Crimson Haze to make sure we're not underselling it. It's got such a good pull in it. Height is only important if you got no money or no personality. I agree that money and personality can make up for a lack of height. That's definitely true. But I'm just saying, let's say that two men had the equal amount of height and personality. I'm sorry, looks and personality. Right? Let's say they're equally funny, equally wealthy, equally fun to be around. But one's 6'4" and the other one's 5'4". Those are going to be some pretty astounding differences in outcomes with how the girls are going to treat you in the dating pool, I assume. Maybe the internet has fed me false beliefs. Cold. You didn't check the price on it yet, didn't I? Is it, well, I'm saying I should check the price on it. Here we are. Cold. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've checked the price on this particular set. Oh, the Golden Bear. Rawr. It's Fozzie Fozbear. It's the Five Nights at Freddy's bear. Here we are. So I can keep buying. No, I gotta wrap up now. It's the end of the night. But I'm curious about this set. It holds a very good Greninja and a very good Eevee in it. And I think if we look at it, it's probably going to be no surprise that this one has moved up faster than the rest. That's probably the outcome I would expect. And if it hasn't, I should probably buy another case of it. Here we go. Okay, maybe so. But at that point, we're speaking about Jeff Bezos comparing his wealth to Elon Musk. I mean, I don't got money like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, so I'm out, you know. What am I going to do? Ta-da! It's in a book, reading a rainbow. Mr. Mark, let's grab your bag. Oh, yeah.
6 feet tall, 6 inches, and a 6-figure Pokemon card collection.
You're so beautiful. Can I take you out for coffee?
No, sorry. I already have a boyfriend.
All right, I'm curious. Let's take a look. Crimson Haze. Let's see. Well, what I'd like to know is how much is a Crimson Haze case, because that's what we have. Let's start there. But the thing is, sometimes the booster boxes are cheaper, but we're pulling straight from a full case. If I was a buyer, that's what I would want. Ooh, that's a really expensive case. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Divided by 12. All right. And then what if I don't want a case? What if I just want a booster box? Maybe I'm just a guy who's looking for a boosty box. Just a regular guy going, where's my boosty box at? Ooh, okay, according to this, we are going to be updating the price on this item. So it will move to $6 a pack. What do we have it at? $5 probably? Must be $5. It's not a large change, and yet it's also not nothing. Crimson Haze, standing above the rest of the sets. It moves all the way up to 6. That really actually makes a lot of sense. If you're looking at the prices here, it was almost the same price as like Snow Hazard, and Snow Hazard's terrible. All right, let's go to products. We're going to update it in here. Not a surprise. Haze, oops. It's a good thing I bought a box. You got one of the best pulls too. You got the Eevee. So you got it at the old price, which is always fun. And then from here on out, it'll cost just a little more. It's not a terribly large change, but we try to keep up with that. As the market changes, we try to keep up with it. And, yeah. All right, Mr. Mark, thank you so much. Did we get to 40 likes? I got to know. Did we get 40? We needed 40 likes for the giveaway. I'm hitting refresh. This is the test. Oh, we got to 40. Wow, right on the nose. Well, that is the goal line. So you guys did it. Good job, everyone. If I hit that refresh button and it had said 39, I would have passed on the giveaway. I'd have been like, sorry, but we got 40. We were just, each vote counts because we were just at the minimum requirement. Here it is, Mr. Hawk, the coin giveaway. Beautiful. This is a beautiful 1 ounce pure copper coin, and it's been minted. They're minting copper these days, guys. What's this world coming to? This is the Mr. Hawk 2 giveaway. I'm going to hit refresh. You may need to check your other prices in Japanese. Probably. All right. Type in Hawk, H-A-W-K, to get into this break. Isn't it wild that Elon Musk has a higher estimated net worth than its origin country's GDP? Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? I guess it's not cash, though. He's not holding on to cash. He's holding on to stock. And everyone says that. But it is meaningful because as he were to sell through that stock, the value of the stock would fall. And so the calculation on his actual worth would go down. And if he tried to sell all of his stock, it would collapse. So, you know, in a theoretical way, it looks like a fun trillion. But when it comes down to trying to get hard cash together, it's definitely not a real trillion. You know, it's not, he doesn't have a trillion doll hairs. You know what I'm saying? But he's probably closer to having $1 trillion than anyone else. Yeah, like if he actually sold through those stocks, he wouldn't get $1 trillion back out. Maybe he would get 700 billion, you know, maybe less. It's hard to say. Like when a guy starts to sell all of his stocks in a company, people get frightened. They go, wait, I don't want this stock anymore. The owner's selling out. He's getting out of his own stock. So yeah, but it's fun to say that. It's very headline catching and it's very cool. Here we are. So that's number 18. 19 is Yasir Majid and Brian Freund. All right, Brian Freund. What up? Landing on 5. That's CC Collects. All right, CC Collects pulls the coin. Does he have a bag name? What's his bag name? You watching CC Collects? He might be watching. Now, did you guys know you could buy these? We have that in the menu if you wanted one. It's in the extended menu for... Here it is, copper coin, $12. I gotta know, are copper coins really selling for $12 these days? Copper coin, 1 ounce. Let's see what's going on with copper coins. Yes, they're selling higher than $12 a coin. It's a mad world we live in. People are paying big money for copper now. They're cheaper if you buy them in large quantities, though. Okay, that's interesting. So, yeah, like, here's a Trump one for, like, 13. What the hell? But here's an example of our exact coin. Like, right here, 1 ounce fine copper, $10 and $5 shipping. So, we do $12, and it just gets tossed in with your pre-existing bag. So, we're pretty competitive, actually. Carlos. How do I always forget that, Carlos? Carlos... It's supposed to be easy to remember your name because your name is actually Carlos Chaveras, and so there's 2 C's. CC Collects, Carlos Chaveras. So it's supposed to be easy to remember yours, but I forget every time. I'm just really bad with memorizing, like it's hard enough to remember everyone's name, and then you have to remember how their name matches another name. So it's like for each person, you have to know 2 names. All right, that's yours. That's a gift from Mr. Haktua. And spin on that thing. And the next giveaway is this. A whole box of Scarlet Violet. So this is being given away by Mr. Mark J. Valerian. Oh, we need more stickers. Mr. Kimby, the Dungeon Master. That's right. I am the Dungeon Master. Okay. You're rolling 20.
You've ran into the seductive elf fiends.
There it is.
They live on an island where none of them have, they've lost all of their males. So every one of them is after your seed.
So this giveaway shall be called Mark.
What do you do?
Not that kind of dungeon. Oh. So that'll be the next giveaway. It's a pretty good one. And it'll probably run for a couple streams. We did pretty good tonight, guys. I think the stream started pretty slow, but it definitely got heavier near the end. Now it's turning light outside. It's 5:30. I'm going to hop off now. I'll see you guys for the daytime Thursday stream. And I might be late again because I might try to go swimming again. Because, I don't know, it felt really healthy when I did. See you there, guys. See you later.